Okay, y'all, let me tell you what this is. This is A Love Like Broken Glass, a cozy romance visual novel by the dev Io. I'm Rue Jitterrue, your favorite diva for dating sim drama, and today I'm joined by a real voice actor, Joe Filippone. Say hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I love that.
I'm so happy to be here again because I remember how much fun we had with the last one.
Yes, and this is even better. Okay, it's even better. Well, for your viewing pleasure, we are doing a full dub live of this brand new, cute and spooky indie romance game. This time I'm a professional exorcist at a client's haunted house. And then I meet a ghost, voiced by Joe, of course. Oh no, the ghost, he's so freaking pretty. Hi, handsome ghost stranger. I just met you, and this is crazy. But can we be soulmates, maybe? The flirty options were made exactly for players like me. You knew exactly what I was gonna do when you made this IO. You knew. Well, I'm excited. How about you, Joe?
I'm super excited.
All right, well, why don't we stop delaying any further and let's get started. Your parents never wanted you to be an exorcist. You aren't in much of a position to blame them. Your cousins are all going into sales. Your aunt just finished nursing school. And here you are, backpack full of herbs, oils, and homemade talismans, singing hymns and tossing salt to make a living. But what choice did you have, really? You've been hearing ghosts since you were a kid. By the time your parents realized it wasn't some quirk, you'd grow out of it. It was already too late. I'm going to say I was a straight A student, you know, even though I could see ghosts, you know, I could see dead people, just like the Sixth Sense. Your heart is full. I'm so happy. You're going to have some tea and pass out like Bo. You deserve to have tea. Take care of yourself, okay? Take good care of yourself. I was actually a straight A student for the most part when I was younger. Now, I don't think I'd be able to repeat that performance. Straight A's. Acing your classes was all well and good until parent-teacher evening came around. Then you'd have to watch your parents' faces fall when they realized you were too busy talking to spirits in class to make any friends or get any good recommendations. Could I cheat with those ghosts? You know, could they tell me the answers to the math test? For science. Or the science test. Good times. In the end, you had to become an exorcist. For your sake, if not anyone else's. Banishing spirits paid the bills. You quite literally couldn't afford to think about anything else. Straight A's in this economy, I know, right?
Yeah.
You get a call about a haunted house. Or 20 calls, 17 voicemails, and 3 pointedly worded emails. You save yourself the frustration of going through every single message and make your way to the address, gear in hand, ready for an earful, but a quick and easy job. If you're lucky, the house won't even be haunted. You'll just get to mosey around for a couple of minutes before collecting your fees and bailing. Real? That's diabolical, MC.
I love it.
So honest. What happens next, though? Who would have thought it'd turn out like this? Enter your name. I'm Rue Jitterrue.
What took you so long?
Your client is graying, surly. His brow is damp, and he's frantically wiping it with a checkered handkerchief. Sorry, sir, I don't usually do same-day appointments, and I live out of...
Just come inside, will ya? I can't stand being alone with that thing any longer.
Wow, rude. And you live alone, do you?
Yes. It's been terrible, I tell ya. Just terrible.
Oh my god, amazing voice for the client, says Io. I know, it's perfect.
I'll just be going about my day. Then all of a sudden that horrible ghoul will appear out of nowhere.
So Mr. Mortimer, Mr. Mortimer can see him? You didn't often get calls about full-bodied apparitions. It's something only very strong spirits are capable of doing. You clutch the silver amulet around your neck. The spiritual energy of this place is faint. You feel it resting atop the house like a leaf on top of water. Not quite heavy enough to breach the surface, and certainly nowhere near enough to cause what your client is describing. Any other strange phenomena?
It rummages through my cupboards, empties my fridge, sleeps in my bed. It's around so much I barely come home anymore.
Any physical damage?
Well, no, not yet, but it's only a matter of time.
You've encountered many mischievous spirits. They usually do a little more than just rifle through people's things and cuddle with them at night, by the sound of it. I could totally envision this like ghost cuddling this man and the guy being all grumpy about it in the middle of the night in bed. Even the air of this house is still dead, like any passing spirit decided this place wasn't worth haunting. You're finding his story a little hard to believe. Mr. Mortimer, I don't know if...
There it is.
Mr. Mortimer points to the kitchen, hand trembling. If there was someone there, you missed them. You do manage to catch a whitish wisp of something slip past the doorframe, however. You give chase, turning the corner. The kitchen is empty, just as you thought. Empty and freezing cold. You shudder.
Is it dead? Did you kill it?
It's like a spider. Did you kill it?
Right?
The man manages to be loud, even though you're literally a room apart. You can't kill the dead, sir. And there's nothing to be scared of. There aren't any ghosts in here. Just then you see it, right at the edge of the room. Oh my gosh. A person. No, it's a spirit. You stand there stunned while the figure opens and closes a couple different kitchen drawers as if looking for something. He's raiding the kitchen.
I love it.
I love this entrance. There he is. Yes, he is. He's right there. Yes. He takes another look at you. He stalls for a moment, like he's unsure you're even there. Then he walks past you and out of the kitchen. You see him head in the direction of the bedroom. No spooky whispers, no floating pots and pans, slamming of doors, creaking of the chairs. Whoever this is, they're not much of a poltergeist. They're more like a roommate. You walk back into the living room and turn to your client. Are you sure you don't have a roommate?
I told you that horrible thing would be in there. Don't let its appearance fool you. It may look human, but I know that's an evil spirit through and through.
You can sense ghosts a lot easier than the average person. Seeing full-bodied apparitions isn't new to you, and while they look human, they feel completely different. They feel like the inside of a conch shell, wispy and hollow. Their auras flit through the air like the smell of seawater. Wow, this is really beautifully written. It's so poetic.
Yeah.
The person you saw was indeed a spirit, but there's something very, very odd about them, about this home. Human or evil spirit, as long as it's hot, let's go. I mean, real. I agree. Well, I'm going to get to the bottom of this, or you're on your own, old man. You know what? I'm intrigued by the ghost, so I'm going to save it because just in case. I'm going to get to the bottom of this because I'm intrigued by the haughty ghost. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. It might take more than a day, and I get paid by the hour, so I also want to make bank.
I don't care. Do whatever it takes to get rid of that thing and give me my home back.
You can't guarantee either of those things. You decide it's for the best to keep that to yourself, though. Your client leaves you to his apartment, instructing you to contact him only once you were sure the exorcism was complete. Just like, make sure don't call me until the spider is dead. You set your backpack down and plop down on the couch with a heavy sigh. Time to figure out exactly what we might be dealing with. Mortimer said I've got free rein, so what should I investigate? Well, let's just start at the top, the previous tenants. Exactly. I don't want you to call me until the spider is gone. Let's find out what the previous tenants were up to. Hope the old man doesn't mind if I go through his mail. There's a pile of letters stuffed in a basket by the front door. You dig your way to the bottom and begin reading. Mortimer, Mortimer, Mortimer. Leewood. You tear the letter open and begin scanning it. Something about a merit scholarship. For a post-grad by the name of Mr. Loren Leywood. The age of the spirit seems to match up. That's strange. I can't seem to find any of the usual end of tenancy documents here, which means Loren is supposed to still be living here. Or the landlord never told Mortimer that the previous tenant died. What should I investigate? Spiritual traces. Sometimes ghosts leave physical traces in the world of the living, ones that aren't always visible to the naked eye. Sometimes even you have trouble seeing them. Oh, even though I can see ghosts, sometimes they're tough to spot. Luckily, you always come prepared for things like this. Okay, here's what I'm gonna use. A magnifying glass or a black light. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna use a black light because, like, I don't know, a magnifying glass? That's like, you know, it seems like that would take longer. You have to like slowly inspect every little thing, you know? No, we're doing a black light. Sometimes spectral auras or traces of ectoplasm show up under UV light. You flick the purplish light around the room and, well, there certainly isn't anything ghostly around here. But looking at the couch, you can almost guarantee more than a couple of lives have been created in this room. Ew! Mr. Mortimer, my goodness! You've been busy. You've been naughty. Gross. I don't regret doing that, Tool. I don't regret it. Mortimer's been busy. Yes, he has. My goodness. You root through your backpack and pull out an EMF reader. As expected, the readings are weak. At least in the center of the room, when you move to the perimeters, the device starts sounding off like crazy. It's almost as if the paranormal activity is in the walls of the house itself. Interesting. Well, let's talk to this spirit, shall we? Okay, I think I have enough evidence for now. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you. Welcome, new stunners. Thank you for the sub. We're so glad to have you. They must have a roll out a couch type bed, or they're just freaky. You know what? Yeah, because it was right here in the living room, okay? That's where yeah. I have the evidence I need for now. Okay, I'm done looking through the blacklight, people, okay? Okay? I've learned too much. Let's go find our ghost. He headed in the direction of the bedroom, right? Don't use the blacklight in the bedroom. If it was like that in the living room, just put them tools away, girl. You put them away. You enter the room without knocking, slowly peeking your head past the door. You're not quite sure what you were expecting, but seeing him just hovering by his desk surprises you anyway. You clear your throat. Hello, handsome. Y'all know I was going to do this one. Pew, 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 pew. Hi, pretty boy ghost.
You're really there? I wasn't sure you were real.
You flatter me. Am I the girl of your dreams? Never mind. The room feels warm, lived in. It's not the sort of place spirits like to hang around. Plus, at the sight of an exorcist, most full-bodied apparitions would return to the spirit realm. That way, even you couldn't see them, yet the spirit before you doesn't even seem to care. He's so pretty. I know he really is. Hi, artisan. Welcome, stunner. Thank you for being here. You're loving the long hair. I know I love pretty boys with long hair in these games. I do. So hey, you don't know me, and this is crazy, but here's what number. So call me maybe. Your name is Levi, Lex, Loren, pronounced Loren, or Lauren, pronounced Lauren. No, I already know. It's Loren. That's what it is. Plus, it's spelled Loren with two N's, and when you have two N's, or like two letters like that, it tells you that's where the accent goes. Okay? Loren, right? Did I get it wrong?
No, I'm surprised you got it right is all.
My name is Rue, and well, I suppose I'll be honest. I'm an exorcist.
An exorcist? Then you might actually believe what's been happening to me over these last few weeks. I know it sounds silly, but I think my apartment may be haunted.
Oh, Artisan is so excited for this stream. Io says, Joe, your voice for Loren is so sweet. Hearts.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, well, this is certainly new. And by haunted, you mean?
there's an older gentleman I keep seeing wandering around my house. Going through my things, sleeping in here, like he lives here. He seems to appear and disappear at will. Sometimes he freaks out when I see him. Other times, he doesn't seem to notice me at all.
And when exactly did this all start?
A few weeks ago, I think.
I was not expecting this twist.
Neither was
not.
I, but I love it.
Oh, this is brilliant. Oh my God.
He just seemed to move in one day. I can't think of anything that brought it on.
So Loren couldn't remember dying. Rather, the biggest issue was Loren didn't know he was dead at all. You know how to counsel spirits about the whole being dead thing, but that's after they already know they're a ghost. You can't just tell someone they're dead, especially when neither of you know how it happens.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking. Have you been experiencing anything else unusual as of late?
Anything else? I admit, for the last few months, I haven't really been feeling like myself. But over the last few weeks, it's taken on a whole new form. Sometimes I feel like I can't touch things, can't see people. Then other times it's completely normal.
Yeah, you should definitely get that checked out.
You're actually the first person to just stay there without appearing and disappearing, without ignoring me.
Poor Loren.
It's nice.
It's breaking your heart a little, how cute he is being. If a human can see a spirit, it's because a spirit can see them. Only exorcists like yourself can see spirits all the time. Which means Loren completely involuntarily has been flitting in and out of the human and spirit world. Yeah, the ghosts don't know they're dead. It's like the sixth sense. Or at least this one. Man's having a mental breakdown after he's dead. Poor guy. Call me baby. You call Jambi? How dare you? Jambi clipped me slipping. He's clearly corporeal, at least most of the time. So why isn't it able to tie his spirit here? Why does his soul keep leaving the spirit realm? Have you noticed any physical changes?
Physical?
Like your appearance?
I don't really look at myself all that often. Is there something I should be noticing?
Well, you're the finest man I've ever laid eyes on. That part. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to say that to him. Why not?
Well?
Nothing at all.
Is there something I should be noticing?
Your hair is turning white.
Is it? I must have been more stressed than I thought I was.
He knows he's gorgeous, no need for a mirror. Fishing for compliments. He's not getting the point. You're also floating.
Floating? As in...
Loren stumbles from his comfortable mid-air position and hits the floor with a thud. He's quick to get up, dusting himself off.
Have I... Have I been doing that this whole time?
Yeah, you kind of have, Pookie, I'm sorry to tell you. You decide against dwelling on it for his sake. Yeah, but like, it's fine. It happens to the best of us. Does it, girl? Let's move on. Have you been feeling anything else unusual? Pain, exhaustion, sickness?
Well, I haven't had much of an appetite lately. And I haven't been able to venture far outside the house without getting tired and weak. But like I said, it's been a rough couple of months.
You suppose depression did feel like being dead a lot of the time? You get a really bad feeling about all of this. Something like dread, prickling up the back of your neck. But with it comes a sense of responsibility. Loren?
Yes, Rue?
I have bad news for you. I don't fully understand what's going on here, but I'm gonna fix this one way or another.
But why? You don't even know me, but you...
Well, it's because you're really, really cute.
What?
Nothing. I said nothing. I love you for putting these options in here.
Yeah.
I'm an exorcist. It's my job to help spirits back home.
I guess that's true.
I'm so cheeky, I know.
So you'll help him? You'll help that gentleman find his way back?
Oh, right. He still thinks Mortimer's the ghost. I'll do my best.
That's really kind of you, Rue. How did you find my house, anyway?
We'll get to that later. In the meantime, I'll be hanging around for the next while to do my exorcism business, so...
Right. Well, if you need any input from me, or maybe something to eat, you'll let me know, won't you?
Are you capable of giving me something to eat? His smile is like a bullet straight to the core. This isn't going to be easy, is it? You arrive back the following day with a plan. I am asking the real questions. You'd had a brief look yesterday, but it's time to give this house a thorough go-around. All right, let's find out what the hell is wrong with this apartment. Right. He's still there. You're not used to having an undead investigation buddy, but you suspect his input will be invaluable, with your actual client having ran for the hills. Let's start in the kitchen. It's somehow colder in here than it was yesterday. You wonder if... Is the thermostat broken or something?
That's my bad. Should I turn the heating down a little?
You can see your own breath. Oh gosh. Don't worry about it. It's so ghost, like, how he doesn't get it. Why? I can see my breath. I should look at, it's cold in here. Let's look at the fridge. Sometimes, if a spirit's hold over a space is strong enough, it can speed up, slow, or completely freeze natural processes like decay. You slowly open up the fridge to find... nothing!
I did tell you I've not had much of an appetite.
Sure, ghosts don't need to eat, but... Didn't you offer to cook for me earlier?
I kinda just did that out of courtesy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Are you hungry?
That's okay, not really.
Well, let me know if you are and I'll order something in, probably.
Yeah, we could always get a DoorDash. Well, let's call the walls. Call the walls. You might as well check for any spiritual markings while you're here. You want someone to cook for you, artisan? Real. So do I. Or anything that might explain the elevated EMF readings you got yesterday. Do you have a step stool or something I could borrow?
Here.
You use the stool and begin examining the dark black spot speckled near the ceiling. Man, this place needs some work. It's like got mold up there, you know? That's what happens when the roof is leaking. It's raining and like it drips, you know, and then the mold starts to collect and you get little black mold splotches on the ceiling. On closer inspection, you realize it's mold, just black mold. See? Just like I said. You
called it.
I know these things. I'm literally right. I know. I'm a genius. Strange.
Yeah, this place isn't exactly well ventilated. It's a pretty old property, too.
Yeah, I could tell.
So, not all that strange.
No, it's odd because spirits actually hate black mold.
So do humans.
Oh, yeah.
You really shouldn't tell that to any landlords. That'd be a great excuse for them to not clean the stuff up.
Oh, like, your bathroom is a biohazard, so it can ward off evil spirits type of thing.
Exactly that.
That's hilarious. Okay, let's look at the cabinets. Might as well. You swing open the kitchen cabinets to find boxes and boxes of honey flakes and nothing else. Some of these are empty.
They are. Really good.
Oh, Loren, you're so precious. I can see that. Seems Loren is a little starved of dopamine. Then again, ghosts are quite fond of sweet things. Have you always been a sweet tooth?
Not really, I don't think.
A recent development, then.
But who doesn't like sweet things?
Well, I'm partial to chocolate myself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love chocolate.
That counts!
Okay, well, great. I'm done here. That's it for this room. Let's have another look at the living room next. When you enter the room, you see Loren stretch, taking to his feet. Does it get tiring? The floating thing. Does it get tiring? Does Loren not realize that he's actually floating?
Was I doing that again?
I guess that answers that question. Never mind. Now that I'm here, I should call the landlord. Why would I do that? Go through the drawers? Or maybe to report the mold. Or flip the furniture. I'm gonna go through the drawers. Going through other people's stuff sure is fun. Yes, it is.
I agree.
You know, when I go to an Airbnb, the very first thing that I like to do is snoop.
I do that too.
Loren looks a little suspicious, but doesn't object while you openly rifle through his belongings. There's not much, to be fair. Charging cables, envelopes, stationery. You stumble across a stack of photos, graduation photos. There's one of a smiling Loren in a cap and gown, standing stiffly in front of his university building, bouquet of flowers in hand. It's adorable. God, it's adorable. How come like Loren's stuff is in here, but the old man doesn't seem to mind somebody else's belongings in the house?
Right? Like, that's what I was thinking too. And I've seen enough of that Murder, She Wrote to know, like, Mr. Mortimer isn't who he claims to be.
Yeah. And my Mortimer reference is from Animal Crossing, the old turtle mayor guy.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he called Mortimer? The
I
turtle?
think so, right?
Mayor Mortimer. Yeah, he seems sussy. Yeah, what's up with that dude? I have a feeling he might come back and turn out to be an enemy or something, you know?
Yeah.
He might have something to do with this. What if Loren is like mega rich or something like that? And
he wants his money.
That's okay. That's my going theory right now, y'all. He set this whole thing up. It's adorable. God, it's adorable.
What are you smiling at?
Oh, me smiling.
Ah.
Loren pushes your hands out of the way before hurriedly shutting the drawer.
There's such awful photos of me. I can't believe I just left them lying in there.
I'd gladly take them. That reminds me, actually, I forgot you're a post-grad.
Yeah? How did you know that?
Whoopsies! Lucky guess. Anyway, what was your degree?
I'm in the middle of my master's right now, technically. I'm working towards an MSc in teaching.
Oh, wow. You're like, really smart. I dropped out to chase away ghosts for a living.
I only went ahead with my degree so I could get better prospects. Things didn't pan out how I was expecting. I'm sure you can understand what I mean. I was only doing it part-time, but it got to be too much work, I guess. It's better to do something you're passionate about.
Well, now you feel bad for complaining. Well, what would you do instead?
What would... if I had the choice? I'd raise cockatiels, I think.
That's so cute. Stop.
And sit at home growing leaves in the backyard? So I could brew teas.
Hopefully you actually like grow tea plants. Instead, you know.
To drink with my cockatiels.
That's so cute.
I love it.
You could die. You might actually die. I could die because he's so freaking cute. Okay, well, we're gonna go top to bottom, I guess. Call the landlord. The landlord, like most, has a lot of explaining to do, having one alive and one dead resident and all. You dial the number Mortimer gave you and speak to the older lady. So that didn't make things any clearer. According to the landlord, she had visited the apartment a few times over the last few months and couldn't find Loren. He'd basically vanished but kept paying his rent, so she didn't complain. She moved Mortimer into the seemingly empty property over a month ago and hasn't had much trouble since. She's getting double rent and just like,
right?
Shh.
Was that the landlord?
Yeah, why?
Could you tell her I've been trying to pay last month's rent, but for some reason the webpage keeps saying someone else has paid it instead.
Oh, sneaky. I know, right? Aha, that would be Mortimer. I wouldn't worry if I were you. That's spending money now. I should flip the furniture. Maybe old residents used to do rituals in this place. Old ritual markings on the floor might explain the weirdness of this house. Or maybe someone got a little creative when routing the electrical wires of this place. That could have messed with your readings. You shuffle the furniture around, kicking up countless dust bunnies in the process. No strange wires, no strange markings, but...
Ah! I've been looking for that.
You follow his gaze to a small rectangle on the floor. He picks it up and pockets it. What was that?
My ID.
How long? How long has that been missing for?
It's been a rough couple of months.
He keeps saying that. I'm done here. That's probably it for this room. Loren, you don't mind if we investigate your room next, do you?
That's fine. Though, if we could not turn my bed upside down, that'd be appreciated.
Real. Speaking of which, you should probably flip that couch back over. You keep this place really tidy, you know.
Thanks. Though I suppose a haunting is as good an excuse as any to have a messy house.
His room is pretty unremarkable from a paranormal perspective. When you search, you also find that he doesn't have many things. You supposed that made it easier to keep the place tidy? You sure could learn to stop hoarding a bit. You know what? I need to go through and do some spring cleaning IRL. I need to clear out my closets. You know, I have way too much junk accumulated in my life.
I get you.
Yeah. In particular, you like taking souvenirs from each house you exercise. Wow! You wonder what sort of things Loren wouldn't mind parting with. Maybe you should save this train of thought for a later date. Can I have some of your stuff, Loren? Loren, has anyone else noticed what's been going on with you?
Anyone else? I don't really talk to people that much. My parents live abroad and, well, I'm old enough for them not to have to check up with me.
Didn't I spend a whole weekend already cleaning out my closet? A while ago, I was focusing on like getting rid of old clothes and stuff. But I need to go in and like clear out drawers and everything, you know, and I have other closets in here. So like I went through one closet. I need to go through 2 more closets. Did I find some handsome men in there or something? In my closet? Well, sometimes there's one particular handsome man in the form of my hubby. But he's not usually in the closet. Not usually. My parents live abroad. Okay, you just said that. Sorry. I got distracted. It's your fault, Jambi.
You got distracted by thinking about your hubby in the closet.
I don't know if I should be like glad or happy about that. I could get in big trouble.
I have a couple of friends, acquaintances from uni. But I haven't talked to any of them in a few months now, I think. They'd probably be too busy anyway.
You can relate to the ghosting, no pun intended, haha, I see what you did there, thing, but If nobody knows what happened to him, there's a whole lot of people you're gonna have to inform that Loren is dead.
Besides, I prefer to stay by myself. This is the most people I've had in my personal space in a long time.
Oops. Sorry. I promise I'll be out of your hair soon enough.
No, I don't mind you being here at all.
Really? Look at the blush. That's good. I'll be back tomorrow, I think. I just need to gather my thoughts and grab a few extra things. Should I bring groceries?
That's okay. Like I said, I've not had much of an appetite, so... Oh, did you mean for you?
Kinda.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, bring whatever you need. Did you need my number?
So here's my number, so call me maybe. For the next week or so, you go back and forth from your apartment in Loren's. You learn that Loren's memory has been getting foggier over the last few weeks. You also read up on various soul-binding and soul-severing rituals that used to take place in the area. Evidence of them happening in that house is scarce, but you keep the knowledge in your back pocket just in case. You still can't quite figure out how Loren died. If his memory serves, and he had nothing to do with it, then maybe it was some sort of glitch, a tear, a fault in the barrier between the living and the dead world, and Loren was caught in the middle of it. It's the best you can come up with for now, but one thing remains the same. You're sure it has something to do with that damn house. Loren, are you in?
It's you, Rue. You're early.
I had something of an idea to help figure out what's really happening here. I brought a couple of things, but I might need your help in setting it up.
Of course. Why do you look so...
Stunning, gorgeous, beautiful. Thanks, Loren. Nervous or good? No, see, this one. See, you knew. I already knew what Rue was about to say. Good. I look good.
Well, that too, sure, but...
Rue, you're literally a perfect match for this MC. Right?
You seem nervous.
I'm just excited, I think. Mostly.
If you're sure.
With Loren's help, you move some of the furniture and set up a ring of various crystals in the near center of the room. Y'all, is the background music good for y'all, or is it a little loud? Just let me know. If it's a little too loud, I can bump it down. You shut the windows and close the blinds to keep any energy from escaping.
Do you usually do this when you exercise houses?
No, actually. Yours is a special case. All right, thanks for the feedback, y'all. I appreciate you.
Lucky me.
You stand in the center of the circle and hold your hands out to Loren. Let's take ibuprofen together. He looks at you, confused. Don't you want the ibuprofen? Oh, wait, you're a ghost. You can't take it. I forgot to mention. This is the part I actually need you for. Exactly, ibuprofen in the chat. See, okay, whenever there is outstretched hands in a romance game, there's a meme where there's like characters like holding their hands out and it's the
Uh-huh.
ibuprofen, and I have a collection going. I have a bunch of collections of like various memes going in the Discord. One of them is "Men Are Wolves" because for some reason there's so many like the line "Men Are Wolves" is in many a romance game. A lot of them.
That's funny.
And so anytime we see it, we take a screenshot of it, we put it in the thing. Another one is the ibuprofen. Let's take ibuprofen together. So every time we see like an outstretched hand or a reference to an outstretched hand, then we Photoshop ibuprofen or something in the hand, and then we put it in the thing. Yep, that's what we do. Let's take ibuprofen together. Or if we don't Photoshop it there, at least we put it with text. Let's take ibuprofen together. So now you know what the joke is.
I love that. Now I wonder if there's gonna be a Men Are Wolves reference in this game.
I'm kind of hoping there will be. We're gonna watch out. We've already got ibuprofen. Io caught it. The clip.
That's funny. I do love a good like werewolf romance.
Right.
Yeah.
So do I. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is the part I actually need you for. Loren, do you trust me?
Yeah, I do.
Are you sure? Are you sure you should?
Should I not?
I guess you'll both see. Oh my gosh, Io, you didn't even try to be like, oh no, totally. You can totally, like, MC is totally trustworthy. You knew what I was going to think. I was thinking in my head, I couldn't hold back. The number of times you predicted the dialogue is so funny. This MC is me, okay?
I love it.
I need you to take my hands. I'll explain the rest once it starts. Though hesitant, he joins you in the crystal circle. He dries his hands on the ends of his shirt before taking yours. What? What is it?
No, nothing's wrong.
You just like holding my hands.
You're warm.
Look at him blushing over it.
I can't remember the last time I've felt something so warm.
Loren, on the other hand, is freezing. If you weren't already sure he was a ghost, this would be a dead giveaway. Get it? A dead giveaway. You ought to stop making jokes like that. I knew exactly, like, everything you put down, I'm picking it up. He could feel betrayed later. I don't want him to feel betrayed, but, you know, we are trying to exorcise him, you know, and he doesn't know it, you know. It's kind of sad. Loren, I want you to concentrate and imagine you're a seed. Roots buried deep beneath the earth, cold and dark. Are you still with me?
Yes. I'm listening.
Good. Now I want you to imagine reaching up. A sprout growing higher and higher, just about to breach the surface. That feeling of watching the soil split open. Of watching the light and warmth of the earth bleed in. I want you to channel that. Just keep channeling that. And I'll do the rest.
I'll do my best, Rue.
Good. Good boy. You shut your eyes. I couldn't help it. Sorry. You enter a space only you can. Don't tell him that, he might die again.
Oh.
You enter a space only you can. A space outside of you, but not quite inside anything else. It's quiet here. The atmosphere seems to beat, to swell and ebb like a breath. At this still edge of nothing, you begin to search. You feel through the dark for the edges of Loren's soul. Everyone's feels different. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between a spirit and the air itself, but with a little more concentration, you find it. Concentrate, Loren. Just a little longer. His soul feels like thread, like the frayed ends of an old rope, ragged at every corner, but hollow inside, somehow fragile, like if you pressed too hard it would. You utter an incantation below your breath. Fee, fi, fo, fum, fee, fum. And you tug. You have to bite your cheek to still yourself. Look, he's glowing and he's super fine. The room before you is a mess of shapes and color, dazzling like pieces of broken glass. He's glowing, Kokoro. Exactly. The most ancient chant of them all. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Exactly. Even his eyelashes are glowing. Yes. It's as if the house itself is bending, warping, and at the center of it all is Loren. His very being bleeding into the walls of the house like an ink blot. His soul clings to everything and nothing, a spider web in the open air. All at once, Loren is his body, his soul, and somehow the apartment too. He's ascending. Real. You let go of Loren, hearing one or two crystals fracture as you do. You're sweating. The back of your eyes sting.
Rue? Are you okay? Are you hurt? What did you see?
It all makes sense. Why he's been flickering in and out of this world. Why his spirit is weak, yet he's able to take on corporeal form. Why he can't leave the house without getting tired. It all makes sense, and yet none of it does. Loren, dramatic pause. You might want to sit down for this. Yeah, we're all sitting down because we all need to know what the heck that was about. What was that about? Crystals cracked? That was intense. Yeah, totally. It really was. You don't so much as sit on the couch as your knees give out, dragging your body down. Loren sits, fidgeting with his hands. He'd been stalling all this time, but you had to talk about it at some point. You had to. Well, Loren, I've got some bad news. Loren.
Rue?
I really hate to be the one to tell you this, but that old man isn't a ghost. You are.
Huh? This isn't one of your jokes again, is it?
I don't know how it happened. You don't seem to remember either, but sometime before the old man moved in, before all these strange things started happening to you, You died, Loren. But not really? It's hard to explain. Loren, your soul is fractured. Your physical form remains here on the living plane, but your actual soul is in pieces, some of them in the spirit realm, some of them in your body, and some of them are in the house itself. Your self, your very sense of being, it keeps bouncing between your different souls. Sometimes you're here, sometimes you're there. You shouldn't be alive, but you shouldn't be dead either. You're sort of floating in between. That's what I think anyway. It is so dramatic, y'all. Dramatic groundhog turn. Oh, this is what Box Cat is saying. This right here. Dun, dun, dun. That. The drama. Joe, I acted it out. The dramatic groundhog thing, you know, like the hamster that turns around.
Yeah.
Yep. You'll have to watch the VOD later so you can see that.
Totally.
It isn't fair for you to come into his life, a complete stranger, and just upend it like this. Your mouth feels dry. You don't know what to do. I know it's a lot to take in, but has it become any clearer what may have happened that caused all of this?
No, it's like one day I just woke up and I'm dead.
Loren, I feel so bad for Loren.
I do too.
I'm so sad. Like, it sucks too, like, for MC to have, you know, MC's the only one that could be the bearer of bad news because MC's the only one that can figure out what's going on in this situation. But that would be a hard thing to have to break to somebody. Like, hey,
yeah,
just so you know, like, you're dead. Loren.
I'm dead, but stuck here in this body in this house?
You don't know. You don't know for sure. It's what it looks like, but you can't feel your fingers.
Rue?
Hearing your name nearly causes you to jump.
You're an exorcist, aren't you? So you can send me there. Send me to the spirit realm?
Loren, I'm sorry. I don't think I can. Your soul, it's still here, not there. Part of it is, anyway. If I were to try to exorcise your spirit, then your ties to the spirit world are as weak as they are. His entire being would be stuck in limbo, suspended in nothingness for all eternity. Oh God. It just wouldn't work. I really, really wish it would, but you feel sick. This is what you do for a living. You guide the lost back home. But what do you do for those who don't have a home? What do you do for someone who can't come back to life, but can't die either? I guess I'm just gonna have to move in. Scared?
Huh? How'd you figure?
Being trapped in the living plane is lonely. Even when you know you have somewhere to go back to, people waiting on your return. You straightened your spine and get to your feet. Loren, I'm gonna speak to Mortimer, the other resident. There's a couple of things I need to clear up. but I'll come right back here when I'm done. I promise. Loren nods. It doesn't look like he has the strength to do much else. You'll be okay while I'm out?
Well, I'm already dead, so...
You don't want to leave. It hurts to leave. But if you're going to fix this, if you're going to carry out your job as promised, you have to.
That's so sad. What?
You're right, Kokoro. He was taking that better than expected.
Mm-hmm.
You make him family, that's what you do. Exactly, Boxcat. Rue, you're literally the MC. Oh my God. I'm like, I know what to do, okay? We're gonna just be together forever. And then I'm gonna live here and like you're gonna be my ghost boyfriend. That's what we're gonna do. It's fine. Nobody goes outside anymore anyways, okay? We all DoorDash our meals, so we like don't even go out to eat. You can like get your groceries and everything. You don't even have to go out. We all like we can stay in and play video games all day together. We could play Otome games together. It's fine. I barely go out of my house as it is. Yeah. He could be a house husband.
Yeah.
You have to pull the phone further away from your face from the volume of his voice alone. You didn't expect your client to take the information easily, but it'd be like pushing a boat out to sea with no sail and no anchor. His soul is completely fractured. Part of it is bound to the house. Exorcising him in that state, it'd be worse than dying. I couldn't.
Who cares what happens to that thing?
How dare you, Mr. Mortimer? This is a person's like existence we're talking. This is more than just like someone's life. This is their very existence that we're talking about.
You promised to get rid of it. I'm paying you to get rid of it. I'm not spending a single night in that house until that thing is gone for good.
You stifle a sigh and weigh up your options. I have a few choice words for you, Mr. Mortimer. Okay? A few choice words that I'm going to tell you after you pay me. Right now, I can't believe how you and MC are literally the same person. It still got you. I need something sweet so I don't lose my mind. I know, Jambi. Okay, listen. We need sweets both to eat and a sweet ghost boy. Both are acceptable. Both are fine. Both are desirable. Also, the way you two voice that emotional scene made me so happy. Ooh.
Aww.
Rue always finds a way to embody MCs. That's because y'all are really good at writing up trash MCs, and I live for trash MCs. Yep. Oh, you had 2 blueberry muffins and a coffee while watching? Perfect. Okay, get the snacks out, y'all. Get the snacks! 2 could play at that game, you decide. You just watch, Mr. Mortimer. Watch your old crusty self, okay? After I get my paycheck, things are going to go down for you. You return to the house with 2 suitcases. You try not to make too much noise on your arrival, but the dragging of the old creaky wheels against the wooden floor was probably enough to wake the neighbors. There's an ad going to start in 51 seconds. So if we need a break, then we could take it then. Or if anybody, is in ad jail, if anything crazy happens, we will stall for you. Get that guacamole, yes.
Rue? You came back.
Yes, I did. I came back for you, Pookie. I said I would. Should I not have?
No, it's good to see you, just...
He's looking at your suitcases. Now's probably a good time to explain yourself. So I've got good and bad news. I got both. Which one do you want first? Good news is that your old roommate won't be coming around here anymore. Yes. Bad news is you've got me to deal with now. Oh my God. The thing that I said, I was kidding. I was joking. I didn't expect that. I'm the roommate now. I'm not much of an exorcist if I just give up and if I find a spirit too hard to exorcise, right? I'm the queen of predicting plot. It's because that's what I would have done. You know, if I was MC in this situation, that would have been my solution. I'd have been like, you know what? You don't have to be lonely, at least. We could have a great life together. And who cares about going outside of the house, okay? It's overrated. Figuring out why you're bound to this house, it'll be a lot easier if I live here. Mortimer and I made a deal about rent and, well, I'll be here basically until I finish the job, until I fixed your soul for good. Do we really want to do that though?
Yeah, right. Rue,
I can't just leave you here to deal with this on your own. Right now, I'm the only one who has any idea of what's going on, which makes me the only one who can help you. Besides, this place is closer to the city than mine, so... Loren laughs. He laughs, and you feel like all the weight in the world had been lifted off your shoulders.
I don't know what to say. To do all this for me,
It's love. True love.
Rue.
Let's not jump the gun. I still haven't mended your soul yet. When I've done that, you're allowed to thank me as much as you want. But for now, help me unpack. You don't know how long it'll take. At this point, you don't even know if it's possible, but you have to try. Don't you? Because if you don't, who else will? Yeah. You just have to try. Look at how cute Loren is with his little blushing. We got an achievement, Roomies. Prologue
Yay.
complete, Act 1 prisoner. Woo! What do you think about this so far, Joe?
I really like it. Like, this is such an intriguing story, and it's so beautifully written. I love, like, just the little twists and unexpectedness. Like, I love this, like, kind of blend of, like, haunted house, mystery, love story. Like, I love a good, like, ghost story. So this is, like, all three of these are my jam.
I agree. I love how it's written. I like how there's a really creative use of mixed media. We've got actual photographs that have like a filter on them. And then the sprites, it's really creative that way. And the music fits it. You can't hear the music, Joe, but the music is just kind of like softly playing through the background, but it fits
Nice.
the vibes really well. You'll appreciate it when you watch the VOD back. And also, I think that Loren's, you know, one thing I really like about Loren, we don't have enough, I feel like, well, okay, we do, in Otome games, there's a lot of pretty boys. There are a lot of pretty boys, but Loren is like the prettiest of all the pretty boys. And this isn't just Otome, this is more like dating sim. So I feel like, I don't know, it's just really fun to have like, you know, a masculine character who presents feminine in a way. I don't know, something about it is appealing to me. Also, yes, we have to stretch because it's been redeemed. So we need to stretch. And also, you know what else has been redeemed is this. Hi. Pew, 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 pew. Finger guns. Pew, 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 pew. He's the pretty pretty boy princess. Yes, he is. Hi, Loren. Pew, pew, pew. So you started writing this like you came up with this years ago, right? Didn't you say at the party? How did you come up with the idea for Loren and the story? If you don't mind sharing with us, we'd love to know. And then while you're typing that out, we'll go ahead and continue on. Unless you need a break, Joe, just say the word.
No, I'm good. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, living with a half ghost has its perks. Loren can reach things you can't, for one. Yeah, because you can float. He wards off passing spirits that may be inclined to mess with your gear. And he's strangely proficient at predicting the weather, often more accurately than your phone did. After a month or so of living together, you get used to how quietly he moves around, how he seems to dance from room to room, how he doesn't blink or breathe as often as a human needs to. Loren is good company. You like having him around. So yes, while living with a half ghost has its perks. Crash! Uh-oh. It has its quirks too. You carefully help Loren sweep up the broken glass on the floor. Turns out the whole blipping in and out of reality thing made you way more prone to dropping things. Loren claims the clumsiness is a new development, but...
Yeah.
With him, you can never be too sure. Loren is bent over the shattered cup, clutching his finger, which has begun to bleed. Oh no! He can bleed. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Why would you touch broken glass with your hands? I was like 14 when I came up with the idea of a pretty ghosty boy. I came up with this design and even composed some of the music in this game at that age. Wow!
Wow.
But I only fully came up with this story a few months ago while I was sick on leave from work. Wow, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
I love that, Io. That's fabulous. Ouch, he bleeds. I know. See, that's one of the things I love about indie games is they have so much heart in them. And a lot of times it's just like one or two people, or a lot of times just one. I think you're a solo dev, right, Io? Just one person that has a story in their heart and characters to make them come to life. And you don't get that same feeling with mainstream games. You know what I mean?
I was trying to check if I was still incorporeal. Looks like I'm back on this plane again, which means I can help you clean up.
Sit down. I'm gonna patch you up. Loren sits himself up on the counter while you take his hand and run it under the tap before patting it dry. He's like a cat, you know, sitting on the counter like a cat. It just makes me so happy to be able to share this story with people. Making this game was so much fun. Oh,
Aww.
Thank you for sharing it with us and you know, being here to experience the whole thing with us today. You then search through his drawers for a plaster. You're not optimistic though. The kitchen is surprisingly barren in terms of essentials. You had to buy utensils from the home goods store because Loren only had one of each. Why? I don't get many guests was his excuse. But how do you even survive living on your own with one fork? How can you can't even buy you can't even buy a fork by itself. It always comes in packs.
Are dead people supposed to bleed?
No. But like I said, you're a special dead person.
I'm flattered.
You should be. You might be bleeding slightly less than the average person, though.
Are you suggesting I have less blood? than a regular human?
Maybe. Either that or your blood flows changed. Did your body feel any different when this all started?
My body? I don't think so.
Okay, now you're curious. So everything's still functional? Everything?
Explain.
Well... I'm going to save it first because it's been a while since I saved. And then I'm going to explain. Okay, I have no shame. Ask the question, Rue. I'm doing it, Io. No shame around here. No, none. I'm shameless. Explain it. You can't just drop it now. I don't know. That is what... Stop. That is what MC was thinking. God damn it. Stop being me. Oh my God. Since we're on the topic of blood flow and all. I can see blood gets to your face just fine. I just have to wonder if your blood flows the same everywhere. That's all. I'm nothing if not a scientist, you see. It's for science. That's why I asked.
Oh.
I just couldn't help myself. I know.
If you insist on knowing.
I do insist. Tell us, spill the tea.
Yes, it can still get hard. I think.
Uh-oh. Huh?
This may come as a surprise to you, but coming to terms with the fact that I'm half dead hasn't exactly been very stimulating.
Unlike the Rue Jitterrue. Ha! No, yeah, I guess that's fair. Right, Box Cat? I mean, should we test it out? Right?
Huh. Honestly, the places that mind of yours goes.
You'd help if you could. Probably. Oh yeah, we'll totally help you. Mm-hmm.
I think you can let go now.
Oh, right. Sorry. Exactly, it's for science, yes.
How was yesterday's job, by the way?
That's right. You had an exorcism on the other side of town last night. An old lady's widower thought it'd be funny to mess with her across the veil. Wow, how rude. It started innocent enough, misplacing her reading glasses, messing with the shower's temperature. Then he started breaking things. Old gifts he'd bought for her, expensive family heirlooms. The client insisted her husband was much kinder, meeker in life. Many spirits tend to lash out in the younger days of their afterlife, but it's not uncommon for older spirits to lose their sensibilities when they've been roaming around the living plane for too long. Their souls don't belong here after all. The longer you distance yourself from yourself, the more you're bound to lose. Your textbooks probably described it a little more gracefully than that. My client was sweet. She even gave me a box of homemade fudge as I was having. Which, I'm just realizing, I left it at the bottom of my bag. Crap. Well, if it's melted into a giant fudge brick, you can have it.
And if it's not?
Then it's mine, obviously. What? It's not like you did any exercising with me.
I did make you dinner, though.
You heated up my leftovers.
In the air fryer? That's a lot more effort than the microwave.
Is it though?
Of course it is. I took extra care in making sure nothing burned. And that the baking paper didn't catch fire.
That's happened to you before.
That's irrelevant.
Is it though? That's exactly what I would say. Fine. You did good. You did so good. You're such a good boy, Loren. I'm so lucky to be living with such a kind and considerate chef. Is that what you wanted to hear? Looks like it was. You two put away the fudge, which was luckily still intact, and start sorting laundry. Loren's closet is identical to yours, or the complete opposite of yours. No, it's the opposite of mine. I don't know what mine is like. But I'm just gonna say for kicks and giggles that it's the opposite. You and Loren's outfits were like night and day. Separating your laundry was always a monumental task, but if you didn't, everything you owned would stain his sweet fairy-like closet in black. I am wearing black today, so that fits. Usually I wear lots of colors though, like my hair. I have different color hair every time I stream. It'd make him cry, probably. I kind of want to make him cry now. Loren takes his time while folding too. Like each piece of clothing still had a person wearing them, and he was trying not to wake them up. The hair is always so fire. Thank you. I've had this one for the whole year. Usually they get it's starting to fray, like it's like a ratty. I brush them every day before I wear them. But this one, once they start fraying like this and become like a ratty mess, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. This one I've had it for a whole year. This one, it's time to replace it. But these ones are the cheap ones. Recently, I started getting some that have like partial human hair mixed in, and they last a lot longer. Yeah, but they're more expensive, so I have to like save up for those ones, you know.
Yeah.
This one's like $20, $15 to $20. I can afford lots of these. In fact, most things he did with little to no sense of urgency. He's very laissez-faire about everything. I mean, I suppose that's par for the course for a ghost. You wondered. Loren? Thank you. Yeah, $20. Mm-hmm. Yep, real. Does time feel slower to you at all?
Slower? Is it a spirit thing?
Time was supposed to feel different in the spirit realm, slower, like the seconds themselves knew not to rush, knew that what lay ahead of them was eternity. Yeah, kind of, but it's different for everyone.
I see. Time feels the same, I think, as it did before. If anything, it seems to go faster. Especially when I'm with...
Let me guess. With me.
Nothing. Actually, can I ask you something, Rue?
Sure. What is it?
Does Does the afterlife seem nice?
Hmm.
From what other spirits have told you?
That's right. If you did manage to figure out what was wrong with his soul, that's exactly where he'd be headed. It's hard to say. Everyone has a different afterlife. How it's experienced is largely dependent on the person. How easily they're able to adjust and all that.
And that's part of your job, isn't it? To help people adjust?
A little, yeah. Some people do worry about passing over to the spirit realm, but what matters most to people isn't where they're going. It's what they're leaving behind. From what I can tell, anyway. Loren has stopped folding. He's fiddling with his finger, chewing his lip. He's not quite sure how to feel.
Have you ever met the same spirit twice?
No, actually. The spirit realm is constantly shifting. It's like, a series of waves. Most spirits enter the living realm like shells being washed up onto the shore. That's how hauntings happen. And it's how many spirits end up inhabiting homes they never even died in.
Do you miss any of them?
You'd never really thought about that until now. Well, there was this one ghost. It was, a uni student. There was this boy. He wouldn't tell me how he died, so I didn't ask. The park outside the rec center, that's where he was haunting.
That one where that swing moves on its own?
The exact one. He didn't seem lost, just undecided somehow. So I sat with him on the swings and we just talked. About a lot of nothing really. Hobbies, university, that kind of thing. We watched the sun set together. Then he just took my hand, thanked me for my time, and he left. Back to the spirit realm. No enchanted talismans, no rituals, just time with a complete stranger. That's what did it. 20 years he'd been haunting that place. All things considered, it's one of the better dates I've ever been on.
Huh. He'd been haunting that place for 20 years, you said? So his real age would be like 40. Sounds like a pretty problematic age gap to me.
Listen, I'll admit something. I don't really care as long as everybody's consenting adults. Age gaps don't really bother me IRL that much. I kind of don't care. I used to live in the mountains, like in a rich city, and there was all of these like 60-year-old dudes with 20-year-old women. It was very common. Yeah, and I love a DILF. Exactly. I'm gonna allow that. Allowed. DILFs are allowed. Okay?
Right?
All right, Sari
And
Bot.
that's common out here too.
Yeah, exactly. It's very common. And then I just recently heard on the internet there's this thing called hag maxing, which I hate that term. But anyways, apparently the young guys, like 20-year-old dudes, are dating like 40-year-old women and calling it hag maxing.
Oh my God.
And they're like talking about why they do it, and they're like, listen, okay, like she feeds me, she takes care of me, she sends me snacks and stuff like that, and then we're like romantic and stuff, and they like the that it's not the same kind of drama as the women their own age, and they're called.
Oh
and
my
so we used to
God.
call it cougars. Yes, they called it
Yeah.
cougars in our day. Nowadays, the young kids, they're calling it hag maxing. I'm like, excuse me, how dare the
Well,
way
it
40
sounds
isn't
like
even
the only
old.
ones calling it that are like these little boys that have like mommy issues and that can't take care of themselves and need someone to
Thank
take
you.
care of them. Sorry,
Thank
I'm
you.
just gonna call it out.
Yeah, hag maxing. How dare they? Yeah, I prefer cougar too. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, okay, not that, like, okay, I'm happily married, but if I ever ended up in a situation where I was with like some 20-year-old like young buck and he called me a hag, it's over instantly. Nope, we're done. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Also, 40 ain't that old. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna be 40 in October. It's not that old.
Exactly. Listen, okay, I'm 29 forever because every year I celebrate the anniversary of my 29th birthday. Therefore,
Right.
I'm 29. Yep. You're not old until you hit 70. There you go. You're not
Yeah.
old. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're young forever. We're as young as we feel. You thought they were referring to women who are actually senior citizens dating younger? Yeah, they were talking. I saw a whole like there's this whole study done on it. Like it's like a whole trend. There was like surveys and stuff done, and people like talking about like, well, why? Tell us about your quote unquote hag maxing and stuff. And they're dating people. They're like calling it like 35 plus. You're a hag. How dare?
That's so crazy.
Yeah, didn't you know 30 is a new 20? Therefore 30s are 20s and 40s are 30s. Exactly, Botscat.
Yeah.
You get it. Real. Anyway, not to get too distracted from you, Loren, but that triggered a whole thing. 40 is not that old. What's he being so stuffy about? Wait till Gen Z turns 40. Another thing about spirits, they don't necessarily take the physical form that they had when they died. Many spirits take the form that feels most like them. Oh, so like maybe, like if it's the Titanic, and Rose was an old lady when she died. But then the very end, after she throws the gazillion-dollar necklace into the ocean, because why?
Yeah.
Then like at the end of her life, you see her like back on the Titanic
as young. Yeah.
Yep, just like that, because that's how she felt herself with Jack.
If you were to leave this earth today, what form do you think you would take?
You weren't happy with the way you were for years, constantly thinking everyone in your life would be better off if you were someone else. But now, I hope it'd be this one.
That would be a really, really lovely form to take.
Oh, that's really relatable that MC struggles with that. A lot of us struggle with body dysmorphia. That's so real. Oh.
I didn't mean it like, well, I don't not. I forget I said anything.
Loren, stop being so cute. Oh, I almost forgot. Before you two go your separate ways, you dip back into the kitchen and return with a jug full of clear liquid, plopping it in front of Loren. No harm in getting a head start. Drink up. What's this?
It's already a full moon again?
Yup.
Ugh.
Take your medicine, ghost boy.
And you're sure this part is necessary?
He doesn't like it, does he? You've been trying to find ways to strengthen Loren's soul. You're hoping it might make each piece of his soul stick together, when you figured out how. Apparently, for the ritual you had in mind, spiritual energy passes better through vessels rich with electrolytes. He doesn't like his ghost medicine. Poor baby boy. And with Loren being the picture of poor nutrition, you thought it best to give him an extra boost. Can't be sure until it works. And if it does, you'll be glad you listened to me, so drink up. Loren pouts, looking at the jug like it offended him. He's being a fussy baby. It's only water with sugar, salt, and a few extra minerals. And here he is, treating it like it's poison. It's like electrolytes. Come on, Loren, open up. Here comes the airplane. If it's so bad, then treat it like you're taking a shot.
I don't do shots. I don't really drink at all.
Really? Not even during your first degree?
I tried once. I had a seltzer at a house party and threw up all over the hose.
Oh, Loren. Loren. All that over a seltzer.
A sensitive tummy.
It's a shame. I bet you'd be a really cute drunk. Giggling and walking into walls and stuff. I bet. I kind of want to see Loren like wasted.
Me too.
Though I guess you kind of do that already.
Be nice.
No.
What are you like when you're drunk?
Oh my God, please, Io, please. I'm so tempted to get him drunk in a DLC chapter. Yes! Yes, y'all, there's gonna be later DLC later. Okay?
That'd be funny.
Y'all are all gonna have to buy the game, so that way when the DLC comes out, you'll have it. And you're gonna have an NSFW version, right? There's gonna be in the future. We can finally test out that science we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
What are you like when you're drunk? Well, apparently, what is MC like? Okay, that's what you were asking me earlier, Loren. What are you saying, Boxcat? Are we sure we're giving him ghost medicine and not stimulation pills? We still need answers to that question. Ooh, girl! The DLC is going to be free? Oh my God. And the NSFW patch is coming. Okay, y'all, get the game. Be ready. It's coming soon. Listen, okay, when I get drunk, I'm the life of the party. Everyone loves me. Yeah. One time at a Halloween party, I got so hype, I ended up running down the street topless. Yeah? Yes. Next morning, I was blessed with a cold and a hangover. Real. You're not thinking about me topless, are you?
Enough.
I love this. Anyway, are you going to drink this or am I going to have to feed it to you myself?
I'll be fine, thanks.
Just knock it back, okay? It's not that bad. It kind of breaks your heart to see him like this. In truth, you still don't know what you're doing. You still don't have all the answers. You don't know if you ever will, but he doesn't deserve to feel that. He deserves to feel like there's still hope, even if there isn't. Oh!
Aww.
No, you can't think like that. Nobody ever said it would be easy. You just have to keep trying. You both do. You stand in the cold with Loren. A ring of fine salt circles your feet. The moon hangs high in the sky, a ball of silver light, and you plant your heels in the soil, hands clasped together as if in prayer. Look at this beautiful background. Greetings, mortals, says Yami. Hi. The Grand Emperor of Curses enters the stream for the first time. Welcome, you stunner, you emperor of curses and stuff. Hi! Please don't curse us. This background is stunning though, real. Aura flits around him, swishes through the ends of his hair. You feel spiritual energy channeling through both of you, prickling against your skin like electricity. You whisper incantations. You repeat them over and over until your tongue twists, until your lips ache. Fee, fi, fo, fum, fee, fi, fo, fum. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Oh, have no worries. I only curse those who dare to try and cross me. All right, everybody, don't cross Yami over there, okay? I bet this is exactly what you were thinking in your head when you're thinking of incantations. Listen, okay? I still kind of sort of remember a little bit of ancient Latin. Except for every time I stream, I totally forget everything. But except for Joe, I remember this. Salve, quid est nomen tibi?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I still remember, like, the first sentence of, like, our, like, Latin 1 book where it was like, Ecce homo, look, people.
Look, there's the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say quidog is hodie.
Yeah.
Sol lucet. And that means, like, how's the weather? And the sun is shining.
Yeah. Or like the happy birthday, Felix Natalis Tibi.
Felix Natalis TV.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, me and Rue went to high school together. That's how we know each other.
Yeah. And we took Latin, we loved Latin together. And we had good times.
We did.
Yeah. Joe's a great human being and then went on to become just an awesome entertainer as well. So thank you for sharing your talents with us on stream. It's so super awesome.
Of course. Anytime. This is so fun. I'm having so much fun with this.
Me
This
too.
is such a great story.
I love this story. I think this is the perfect choice for us, honestly. I think it was good. Real. All right, so we're whispering incantations, but still.
Nothing?
Nothing. God damn it. You step away, reach for your backpack. Maybe the salt ring wasn't thick enough. Maybe it was asymmetrical. Maybe you should have brought extra water, kept Loren more hydrated, more... You don't know. But you know it isn't working. This is the third time. You hear Loren stifle a sneeze. I'm so honored that you're blessing my sweet Loren with your incredible vocal talent.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, you know, when I saw your game at the party, at the showcase, I immediately was like, you know who I want to hear voice this character? Joe. I knew from that moment, I was like, I want to hear Joe voice this character. It would be perfect. And it is perfect.
He's so fun. He's such a fun character to bring to life.
Real. I love how he's written.
Yeah.
He must be freezing out here. We should go. Sorry to waste your time.
Rue, it's okay. It's okay, really. We're both safe, aren't we? That's what's most important. So don't look so sad, okay?
You could. If he did first. You don't sleep that night. Instead, you sit hunched over pages and pages of notes, excerpts of old textbooks, trying to figure out where you went wrong. It's been weeks now. Weeks since you met him, and you're no closer to fixing Loren's soul than you were before. You've been trying, sure, but what use was trying if there was nothing to show for it? What use was getting Loren's hopes up if you were just gonna let them down again? You're so frustrated you could kick yourself. But instead, you keep reading. There had to be something you were missing. There had to be something else you could do. Because if you couldn't, who else would? Your eyes feel heavy. You pinch yourself. Just a little longer now. You blink your eyes open. Your shoulders ache. You feel heavy, groggy. The air is cold, but the bed sheets against your skin are warm, soft. They smell of amber and vanilla. That's a nice smell.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You don't even recognize your surroundings at first. But you know this place. This is Loren's home. You're in Loren's bed. Do I have my own bedroom, or do I usually sleep in bed with Loren? Just curious. Loren isn't here. The sheets are pulled up to your chin, and you're surrounded by pillows, like a baby being swallowed. I mean, swaddled. He even tucked me in. Oh, how cute and sweet. Stop. Loren canonically smells amazing. I believe that. Loren looks like he smells amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, MC usually sleeps on the couch. Oh. Box cat. Did we do it? Hold your horses, box cat. We're not there yet, okay? Okay. You storm into the kitchen, one slipper missing. Bonnet hanging lopsided on your head. Oh my gosh, I'm wearing a bonnet, a sleep bonnet. Stop, that's so funny. And point an accusatory finger at Loren. You! Loren points a finger at himself as if to say, me? Yes, you! Unless you see any other ghosts around here.
I wouldn't know, exorcist. You tell me.
Enough preamble. You tucked me into your bed last night.
This morning. So?
So? You're yelling. You realize you're yelling. You clear your throat. And take a second to calm down. Just... That's sweet of you. Actually, it's really sweet.
You were about to snap your neck, the position you'd fallen asleep in. I couldn't just leave you there. And there were books all over the couch, so...
That's right. That means he cleaned the living room, too.
We should be taking turns in the bedroom anyway. You're the one who insisted on staying in the living room.
Because this is your house. Besides, I'm used to sofa surfing. In fact, I probably slept in more couches than beds over the last few years.
Even more reason for you to take the bed.
We could always share. Of course I'm doing that one. If you're gonna keep making such a fuss about it, we could always share the bed. It is a double.
I might die again.
Loren, come on. Come on. What was that?
Nothing. We're not sharing a bed.
Then couch for me it is. Wait, so you slept on the couch last night?
I did indeed. Barely.
Really? I find it quite comfy.
It's not that. It was just so... everything was so you.
Me? What does that mean? No, yeah, there is a veritable mountain of plushies beneath the blanket. Oh, that's it. Yes.
Oh.
I brought all of my plushies. That was the majority of my luggage. It was plushies.
Your perfume, your body wash.
Oh, y'all, can I show you something really fast? Hold on, I want to show you something. I have a plushie I want to show you. I just got it. It just came in the mail. It's an O2A2 jam. It's called Trapped with Jester. And it's a really scary looking clown jester thing.
Ooh.
It's really freaky. And we streamed it on Halloween or around Halloween last year. And there was oh no, he lost a little glove. He's a Build-A-Bear. But anyways, he's jingly. So last October, November, they had it was like a Kickstarter or something. I don't know. They had to have a bunch of pre-orders. And if they got at least 50 pre-orders, then they would release these little cute jester plushies, like chibi versions of the scary jester. And so I was like, I totally want to support them. I love this kind of stuff. And so I pre-ordered him and he came in yesterday and I had to put clothes on. I had to dress him up because he was naked. He was a little naked, you know? He was a cute little naked jester chibi boy. So now he lives on my shelf and I can see him while I stream. He's always visible. There he is. Chibi, cute little jester. Hi, Milky, welcome. Welcome, Stunner. Yep, thank you for lurking. Yeah, he's jingly. Okay, I'll put him back now. But I just wanted to show you when we talked about plushies, I have right here. Right here. Listen, okay? This is gonna give you an idea, okay? You could have a Loren plushie and I would buy it. Okay?
I would buy one.
Yeah, I want a Loren plushie. He has beautiful hair. You know, I would brush his hair and stuff. I could we could dress him up and make him, he's cute. He would be a great plushie. Also, this thing is it's sturdy, it's good quality. That's what I wanted to show you. Was it? Oh, you love the plushie too? You're gonna commission a plushie and mail one to both of us? Yes! Oh my gosh, please, okay? We want the Loren plushies. Yes, we do. Yes. I want Loren plushie in my life. Ah, that's what he meant. I didn't know you didn't like the smell of my perfume.
It's not that. We should stop talking about this, I think.
Whatever that means. It's strange. He's trying to cheer you up. When he's the one who should be upset. He's the one who should be disappointed. You want to make it up to Loren. But how? Loren, have you ever been to the other side of town? Wow, we're going out of the house.
Oh, cool.
Your heels scuff against the broken glass and cigarette butts as you walk the city streets. The air rumbles with the sound of cars and idle chatter from crowds just around the corner. Box cat. I guess we don't need those stimulation pills. Real. You look up for stars and can't find them. You can't even see the moon, not over any of the buildings. But the city is nice, like this. Dead, but somehow still teeming with life. You used to take walks here often. It's the opposite side of town from the university, for one. There was nothing and no one to remind you of your shortcomings here. You liked the muted hustle and bustle. You liked to people watch, to think. So being here with Loren feels We're on a date. Well, it hardly feels real. Loren? You okay?
Yeah, sorry, I'm fine. I've not been out this far in quite some time, and does my hair look okay?
Oh, sweetie. Your hair looks amazing all the time, okay? You roll out of bed and it looks perfect. You look very pretty, Loren. I'm also probably the one who can... I'm also probably the only one who can see you right now, so no need to worry.
Aren't people going to notice that you're talking to the air?
I can pretend like I'm on the phone. That's what these are for. You gesture to your wireless earbuds. Yep, there we go.
Yep.
Yes. I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I predicted the game because Rue is actually me. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us, Kokoro. Have a great day. People are gonna assume that I'm on the phone. I've got experience, don't worry. Wearing headphones makes it a lot easier to talk to yourself in public.
You talk to yourself in public?
Yeah, I'm great at making conversation with myself.
No arguments there.
You know what? That's a good skill to have if you're a Twitch streamer. Because especially when you get started off, in the beginning especially, you stream to an audience of no one. It's just you and the wind, you know? And maybe you can have a friend or a family member that you could like cajole into joining in, you know, giving up a few hours of their day to hang out with you on there. But there are times, especially early on, when you don't have an audience built up yet. But in order to get there and build an audience, and just in case somebody happens to show up, you need to be like on, even if it's just you. So you gotta be able to talk to yourself. Look at how far you've come. I know, I have like people that actually come to my streams. I could ugly cry about it, but it makes me so happy. It's so great. And I appreciate every single one of you stunners. Oh, you think I make good conversation?
I like talking to you.
No.
That shouldn't be a surprise. You look really happy that I've said that.
Your ego is soaring through the sky as you speak. Anyway, aren't you even gonna ask where I'm taking you?
Am I meant to ask? I thought your date was meant to surprise you.
Oh? Is this a date?
I meant it in a figurative sense.
Sure you did. Oh, like a play date.
I suppose.
It's still a date, I'll take it. Or like I'm taking my puppy for a walk.
Definitely not.
You know what? You are kind of like a puppy. You're totally puppy coded, Loren. Ah, what a good boy. Or like...
Stop it. You're ending this train of thought. Huh. We should go already.
Aye, aye. Look at this cutest background. Hold on.
Aw.
Oh. Wow, look, there's even dogs. Real. It's a festival. Ahead of you, light and noise pours out into the street. There's children running by, smoke in the air, stalls as far as the eye can see. You're used to the calm chaos. Loren, on the other hand. You haven't done crowds for a while, have you?
I haven't done anything for a while.
He's tense from head to toe, like he's scared of touching people, of people touching him, like the act of breathing alone would be too overstimulating. Well, that's what I'm here for. Just stick close to me and you won't get lost, I promise. Okay? Listen, okay? If you need to, I could get a leash. I could put you on a leash. You are puppy coated and everything will be fine. Exactly. Slowly, Loren steps closer. He takes your hand, interlinking your fingers with yours. His fingers with yours. His palms are cold and a little damp, but soft too. His hand seems to get warmer wrapped in yours. I'm warming him up. You might get a couple of odd glances holding hands with the air, but if it makes him feel better, you don't mind at all. People will probably just not really notice, you know? Like if you just have your hand at your side, they probably just wouldn't notice that you're holding hands with the air. You wander down the street with no direction in mind, peeking your heads into different stalls and marveling at the wares on display. An ad starts in 40 seconds. So, FYI, if you need a break, just let me know. You remember how lights would dangle from branches and rooftops during wintertime. Mist from hot drinks billowing out of cups, carols echoing on in the distance. You wish you could bring him there then. You turn to Loren, who looks more focused on putting one foot in front of the other than the sights around him. I can't believe you've never been to the market street. This place used to be a staple for me in uni. Where I live, there's a market street that looks a lot like this. Stray dogs cool. And everything. Yep. There's actually, you know, it's kind of sad how many stray dogs there are where I live. Real.
Mm. The shopping center near campus is fine.
But the vibes, Loren. The atmosphere. That place is so run down. I can hardly be in there for more than 5 minutes.
I've never been big on shopping anyway. Student salary and all.
That's why you go window shopping.
Sounds depressing.
I like going window shopping IRL. It's fun.
Me too.
Looking at things is the best. You drag Loren over to a nearby clothing stall. He stumbles after you. Aside from hats, necklaces, and sunglasses, there are entire outfits here on display. You take a look at Loren, and then back at the clothes. There are a couple that look to be around his size. You pick. I get to pick clothes for him. Oh my gosh. What? This choice has lasting consequences, all positive. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to make good choices, okay? All right, black crop top, the black compression shirt. Ooh, the shirt with a budgie on it. What's a budgie? A maid outfit? Oh. I'm feeling the compression shirt because that might look slutty, you know what I mean? You line up the shirt with Loren's torso, modeling it against him. How about I get this for you?
A compression shirt?
Boxcat agrees with this choice.
Aren't those for gym rats? You know, people with wide shoulders and broad chests and tight cores and all that.
So you. Yes. We clocked that one.
That's awfully forgiving. I don't look anything like that. I've barely got any muscle on me. I'm all squish. I don't diet or anything, so my tummy's all soft and... Are you drooling?
Shit, am I?
No. I'm flattered that you thought you would be.
You're a simple person with simple needs. Yes, okay. Listen, okay, you're hot. Just take it, okay? Put the shirt on. You happily bag up your items of choice and make your purchase. As you step back from the register, you see Loren eyeing a rack of accessories. He reaches out, swiping out one of the items. He swipes again and again, his fingers passing through each time. Finally, it catches. He picks up the item, a big fluffy hat with a bauble on top, and plops it on your head. Oh, cute. I wonder if people are like, how is that hat floating?
Right?
He may or may not be wearing that outfit a little later in the game.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. You blink at him. Loren steps closer, swiveling and readjusting the hat on your head. He seems to be meticulously adjusting the position of the bauble. He stares for a moment. Take a picture, it'll last longer. Then he continues to fiddle with the hat, an artist and his masterpiece. What's this for?
You got to play dress up with me. It's only fair that I get my turn.
Oh. Loren swivels back around to the clothing rack, then quickly returns with an equally fluffy scarf, wrapping it around your neck enough times it feels like you're drowning in it. With a few more tweaks, he finally steps back, marveling at his work.
You look like a stuffed animal. The kind they put on the shelves during holidays. All dressed up for the cold.
I'm adorable. I'm not sure that counts as a compliment. Loren.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's not even listening.
I'll be taking that back now. I should buy these while I'm still on this plane.
You don't think you have any say in the matter? Okay, let's look at this background. It looks so busy. And yeah, it's like I think it's also it's kind of fun because usually in these things there's just backgrounds, but there's no like people or animals or anything, so everything looks empty in most of these visual novels with the backgrounds. But this one, because it's like actual pictures of, there's like life and bustling activity happening. The more you two explore, the more Loren seems to loosen up. You can see it in every move he makes. Shoulders slack, his eyes slowly flickering over the horizon, hair bouncing with every slight sway of his head. He hasn't let go of your hand yet, but the grip isn't as tight. He holds you like a sword, and not a shield. The thought makes you smile.
This marketplace seems to stretch on forever.
It does make the scene feel alive. Exactly. Good choice, Ayo.
Yeah.
I know, right? I think the whole thing spans like 2 miles.
2 miles? That's probably more than I've walked this entire year.
Jeez, Loren.
I'm dead. Don't judge me.
This'll be an insane workout for you then. By the end of the night, you'll have thighs the size of tree trunks.
You wish.
We need to take our Loren out for walks, just like a puppy. We should start doing that. Loren glances down at your shopping bag and quietly takes it from you, slinging it over his shoulder. Yeah, he needs to go on walkies. You get the sense he's trying to prove something.
I used to hike, you know.
And I used to be a circus ringleader.
I'll believe that. I'm being serious, though. I even joined the hiking society in first year. Although I never went on any hikes with them or went to any socials. By the time I had the courage to meet any of them, they'd already formed bonds with each other and...
Yep, you know the feeling. The exact same thing that happened to you many, many a time.
I did the same with the Poet Society, the Polish Society.
Time out. You're Polish?
No. But I figured, should I ever go hiking there, I'd want to know the language.
Sounds like you put a lot of thought into your societies.
As I do everything.
He's so precious. So, you write poetry?
Barely. That's not very good.
Oh, please tell me we get to see the poetry. Oh my gosh, what was your favorite?
Oh.
Write a haiku, right? I want a haiku right now. Write a haiku right now.
What? About what?
How about me? I can't believe that was an option. Ayo! Ayo! Why? This MC is me.
About a reckless bully?
How dare you? That was 5 syllables.
Preying on innocent boys?
Oh my god! That was what, 7 syllables?
With such pretty eyes.
Okay, you kind of sort of redeemed yourself with that one. The rest of it, no. No! Was that last line about me or you?
The world may never know.
He's giving us crap. That's yes enough in your book.
Come to think of it, you seem like you'd be a good poet.
Yeah, totally. Hi, not Laura. Welcome, you stunner. Me?
Yes? With your vivid imagination and all.
Hello, Rue and Joe. That's right.
Hey.
Ha! That's what my parents used to say. Turns out I was seeing ghosts the whole time.
Since you were a child?
Yep. There was one particular old man ghost who liked to tap on my window while I was sleeping. I'd wake my parents up every night, but they never saw anything. He didn't leave until I, bathed the entire perimeter of the house with salt and pepper and cayenne and anything I found online, really. I think he just didn't like the smell of it. Come to think of it, that probably counts as my first exorcism. Funny how that works.
That sounds awfully traumatic, Rue.
Well, you know. You don't know. You don't know at all. Let's get a move on. I'm getting cold.
If you say so.
The crowd here bubbles to a boil. And it's no wonder. Here the air smells of smoked meats and veggies on the grill, tea leaves roasting, sweet pastries. Man, this is making me hungry.
Right?
Faint echoes of music intermingle with the sounds of people buzzing through the crowd like electricity. Wow, I can almost smell it. You're worried Loren might find it too much, but he seems to settle by your side, simply taking in all that was around him. You don't say it, but you're damn proud of him. This brings back memories. You know, in first year, I used to get so jealous of the couples that came here. The ones that'd order food together and share their drinks, you know? 2 straws in 1 cup, sipping on them together.
Not a fan of PDA?
Not unless I'm the one PDAing. And I wasn't. So you know what I did? Whenever I got food, I'd ask for 2 straws with my drink, and I'd sip from both of them by myself. Oh, Rue, girl. Oh. I don't know, kind of felt like revenge.
Yeah, that does sound like something you do. Did anyone ever notice?
Yeah, no, obviously not. I was winning in my head, though.
I'm sure you were.
I love the way you two are reading these lines. We love the way you wrote these lines.
Yeah.
Your mouth quickly becoming dry from talking, you decide to get you two something to drink. As the man behind the counter pours you a lemonade, you get an idea. Your hands. He hands you the drink back to you, and it contains, as you asked, a second straw. You decide to drink it. No, we're sharing. This is our chance. Okay, we're getting all canoodly. We're sharing. You point 1 straw towards yourself and the other towards Loren. Then you hold up the cup higher, because Loren is tall. Cheers! Loren freezes for a moment. He then begins to lean in closer, avoiding your gaze. You feel the heat of his face, mere inches from yours, as you both sip from your straws. It's a little more awkward than you'd once imagined, but the drink is nice, and your younger self would be very proud if they could see you now. Suddenly, Loren pulls away, coughing and sputtering. How he managed to choke on a still lemonade is beyond you, but with Loren, nothing is impossible. How quick were you drinking? Nobody was going to take the damn drink away from you. As Loren catches his breath, you hear him mutter something about flying too close to the sun.
Oh.
You continue to pat and rub his back until he's fully recovered. You'd bubble wrap the man if he'd let you. Yeah, he needs it. We need to put him on a leash. Maybe he would. Oh, look over there. They're selling a bunch of fancy cocktails, it looks like. You know, if you wanted to try booze again, now would be your chance.
No thanks. If I were to try drinking again, I'd like to do it somewhere cozy, somewhere safe.
Ah, don't want to blow chunks in public, do you?
Like at home.
Right, like with your mom and...
With you.
You both speak at the same time. With me. Silence. Loren's mouth opens and closes, like his brain is trying to catch up, while his words faintly register at the back of your head. Safe at home with you. He thinks of me as his home. Ayo. That sounds like a bad idea. Too many things to trip and bump your pretty little head on. You'd be crying all the way to the emergency room. Poor thing.
What is with this crybaby headcanon of yours?
Listen, okay? You seem like, you're a little baby girl coded, okay? Right? You're totally gonna cry.
You've never even seen me cry.
I wish I could. gonna make you cry? I don't know. In the right context, I think it would suit you. Exactly. Like in bed. What? I didn't say that. Who said that?
You...
What? To say to ma. I can't. Whatever. I got an achievement for that on Steam. He didn't even say anything specific, and yet Loren gets so red, he has to cover his ears. Oh my gosh, this game is like totally picking up what I just put down. You got an achievement for making him super red. I made him blush. Really red.
I'm not listening to any more of this.
He can't handle me. Cute. Adorable.
Quiet, please.
You two continue to browse for a little longer, and to the smell of food even makes you a little woozy. Somewhere a little less stuffy sounds nice, you ponder. You know just where to take him. Ooh, where are we going? Ooh! Off the side of the market street, you just passed the residential area. Here lies a canal. Small fish used to swim through here once, you remember. That was before the city got so busy, when you could still see the plants reaching up beneath the water's surface. It's much too murky for that now. The breeze feels nice here.
Huh.
He didn't have to come out with you like this. You brought him to the market to make up for earlier, but you know this isn't his thing. If anything, this little trip was more of a gift to yourself than a gift to him, but you hope he's having a good time at least. I think he is.
You're staring.
You're nice to look at. It's because you're so cute.
You don't see me staring at you all the time.
You can if you want to.
It's called self-control.
So you're saying you want to. I didn't realize I was that easy to stare at.
It's actually very hard not to.
He thinks you can't hear him as long as he uses a small text. Look at that, breaking the fourth wall.
Mm-hmm.
You both stand at the edge of the bridge, water rippling by your feet. It's getting late. It's probably about time to head home, but you get the sense neither of you really want to yet.
This canal runs all the way to the other end of the city, doesn't it? We used to visit it in primary school. We'd go as a class and float paper boats on the water. We'd watch them float all the way down, climbing over each other just to see whose boat made it to the end first.
Aww. Were your boats any good?
They were spectacular.
That tracks. I bet you're good at origami. You've got nice hands.
How does that have anything to do with...
Every chance we get, we're rizzing him up.
Yeah. You're just looking for any old excuse to flirt with me now, aren't you?
Yep, exactly. He's unraveling your most sacred tricks. You're also gentle with everything. Exactly, artisan, about those nice hands. That's part of origami too, isn't it?
I suppose. But I was a little menace as a kid. Had I not been so competitive, those little boats would have turned out disastrous. At that age, I was liable to set fire to anything I touched.
Really? But you're so mellow now.
I guess I had to be. You're a terrible influence, really.
I know. I'm gonna corrupt you.
I find myself a lot less mellow since I've met you. Or haven't you noticed?
You guess that's true. Little by little, Loren has seemed to poke his head out of the comfy shell of his. You just hadn't realized the changes had anything to do with you. At the rate we're going, you're gonna be the human embodiment of a hurricane by next year.
Huh. And the year after, I'll be half as disastrous as you.
I'm not that chaotic.
Right. Just dangerously spontaneous, endlessly energetic.
It's the jitter in the Rue.
Never thinking before you speak.
Is that really what he thinks of you?
But I wouldn't mind it, becoming more like you. I might like myself better that way.
Oh, no, you should like yourself just the way you are.
Or something.
He's down bad. He's desperately in love with us. His words mean a lot more to you than you think he'll ever know. Say, Loren, I have an idea. He's down horrendous. You reach into the bottom of your backpack. Prior experience taught you to always have it handy, and brought out 2 sheets of intention paper, along with 2 pens. Paper is used a lot in various rituals. Some of them you burn, some of them you bury. But these ones are used to write wishes, things you want to come true. I do them sometimes with spirits, ones with lingering dreams on the living plane, dreams they can never bring to fruition. It helps them let go, sometimes. If you wanted, we could write things together, fold them into little boats and sail them down the canal. Oh, I love that.
Huh. That almost sounds like you're preparing to send me away.
I probably am. I couldn't exorcise you. Not now. Even if I wanted to. That part. And I don't. I don't want to.
That's a dangerous thing to say, exorcist.
I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get fired from being an exorcist. Are we gonna make these boats or not? You both look over the still water, flickering with streaks of moon and lamplight as you write your wishes. It's taking you both a lot longer than you anticipated. You had dreams, sure, things you wanted to make a reality, but intention papers were meant for things that were slightly out of reach, things you needed a little extra spiritual intervention to make possible. With a bit more thought, you end up writing. If he doesn't want to, we could write spicy fanfic and throw it in the river. That's what your intention paper. Boxcat's like, my intention paper, my wish has, I wish upon a star, beep, and that beep would happen with a really big beep, and it would be super beep and gushy and beep, and then put that down the river. That's what Boxcats want. Okay, Joy. Never have to say goodbye. I like that one. I hope Loren's wishes comes true. That's sweet. Or I hope it. No. We never have to say goodbye. We're going to be together forever. That's what I want. And that if you do, the boat would be wet before it even got into the water. Or when you do, you're both ready for it. Yeah, you're happy with how that sounds. You look over to Loren, who's anxiously tapping his pen on the edge of his paper. Your wish doesn't need to sound or look nice, you know. Nobody's gonna read it, not even me.
I know. I know, but
Whatever he's writing seems really important to him. Loren's eyes slowly track across your face. You're not sure what he sees, what he's thinking. But whatever it is, it's enough for him to finish writing and fold up his paper into a boat. What if it's the exact same thing that I wished for?
ooh.
That we could be together forever. Ready? You both walk to the edge of the canal, leaning over the water. You watch Loren's hands carefully. Watch it. You think I don't see you giving yourself a head start?
Caught me.
Don't cheat, Loren. This is how you ended up winning as a kid. By cheating.
How dare you? You think I can't beat you fair and square?
I'd like to see you try is all, because listen, okay? I'm a winner. I never lose. Okay? If you do happen to win, it's clearly because you cheated.
You're going to eat those words.
We'll see about that. The end of the canal expands into a lake at the edge of a clearing, the shadows of low-hanging trees looming over the water. Loren is doing a victory lap under one of the trees, winning, boat in hand, humming to himself. Okay, you have your little party to yourself over there, okay? You enjoy it while it lasts. You should be more annoyed with his gloating, but he's so cute. You'll give him a pass. You decide to lay on the grass. The cold earth is like a soothing massage to your tired back. Once he's tired himself, Loren comes to crouch over you, grinning ever so wide. You look at him. Then you take his boat and place it on his head. He looks silly, a little paper doll prince. You're satisfied like this. Finally, Loren sits beside you, looking out onto the lake. He lets out a long sigh, his entire frame relaxing in turn. I don't think I've ever been to this part of the canal.
Really?
Not even
Not
with you.
even with your uni friends?
Whoops. I didn't have uni friends. Not proper friends, anyway. Nobody I was genuinely close with. I've been like that my whole life, really.
That's strange to me. The kind of personality you have, you seem like the type to have lots of friends.
It's not like I don't like people. It's like a major part of my job. I think I just worry sometimes that people won't like me. I don't know. It sounds stupid thinking about it, but I guess I'm still that little kid on the inside. That kid that gets left out, gets picked last. Afraid of talking to anyone if it means getting pushed away again. It's silly, I know. I need to get over it. I'm an adult now. And Penny has something to say about it. Penny, spin. Good spin, Penny. Good girl. There you go. Hey, Mr. Bo. Spin. Good spin, Mr. Bo. Good boy. It's silly, I know. I need to get over it. I'm an adult now, but I don't know, sometimes being alone is easier.
I used to think that too. Alone is hard. Even more so when you know what it's like to share your life with other people.
You find yourself fiddling with your hands. You're not looking directly at him, but you guess that Loren is doing the same thing.
Alone is suffocating. Thinking about all those months, all those years I spent by myself, watching time pass me by, every day the same as the one before. It feels like such a waste now.
You drop one hand to your side, pluck at the grass by your legs. The cold rests on you like a blanket. You can feel Loren's hair brushing against your neck.
I didn't used to be scared of dying. It's not something I thought about at all. But now God, it keeps me up at night. What if it's lonely? What if I wake up on the other side and look around and see no one? The same monotone way I've been living my life. Trapped in an endless loop of nothing. Is that gonna be my eternity? I'm so scared, Rue.
Hug him or take his hand. I'm gonna hug him. He needs a hug. You don't say anything at first. You just hold him, lay the weight and heat of your body against his, until you feel him relax in your hold, breath beginning to steady. I don't want you to think about things like that right now, Loren. Because you're here, and I'm here. And there's fresh air, still water, pretty lights in the night sky. Which means whatever happens, we're okay here. We're okay now. Words aren't enough. You know they aren't. They can't be. Slowly you rescind your touch, sinking into the silence between you two. He said he's scared. Maybe it's selfish, but you're scared too.
Rue,
Hmm?
you said the spirit realm is like a shore, right?
You look into his eyes. You can't figure out what's on his mind.
If I left today, I'd wash up on every doorstep, peer through every window, every single day until I found yours. And once I found it, I'd haunt the hell out of you. So much so that you'd wish I was still alive. Just so you could scold me, yell at me, punch me in the face.
Loren, don't look at me like that, Loren. As you sit there looking at him, it dawns on you again, in a way it simply hadn't before. Loren's dead. He's dead, isn't he? Has been, this whole time. And you can't change that. Loren seems to see something in you, in your expression shift.
Hey, don't be sad on my behalf, Rue. It'd be such a waste. Such a waste of such a beautiful smile.
It isn't fair. But with all the strength you can muster, you smile at him because he can. Because he wants you to. Maybe you're not meant to be here. Here on the living plane. But I'm so glad you are, Loren. There's something unspoken in the air, something bright, like the last dying embers of a fire, fireflies dancing in the night. You're going to remember this. Selfishly, you hope he does too. You take the long way back on your walk back. By now, most of the crowd are on their way back home too. Your energy is low, but your mood is high. You run your mouth as you usually do, talking about everything and nothing for the sake of talking alone. Loren seems happy just to listen. But after some time, he seems to stop replying. Oh, thank you so much for reading this scene so beautifully, you two. I really felt the emotion in every word you said, Joe.
Oh, thank you. It was so beautifully written. It was easy.
But it was incredible. I love that scene.
Mhm.
I think
That
that's
was
an
such a
important
great
scene.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's an important scene for their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
This is the turning point scene. And then
Yeah.
I was also thinking during this is there's a theme between them of loneliness. And it's not just
Mm-hmm.
Loren being lonely and being afraid of being lonely, but Loren is lonely because of death. Because Loren
Yeah.
had friends and things like that, but MC is lonely just because that's how MC's entire life has been. MC didn't have a lot of friends. MC doesn't really speak about her family in a very... It's just the way that MC talks about people around them, it's
Mm-hmm.
very lonely.
Yeah.
And I think that that's one of the things that they can relate to with each other. And in a way, it's one of those things that kind of binds their relationship together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good way to say it, Io. MC has been so alone in life, and Loren is alone in death. That's exactly it. And that's exactly
Yeah.
what that scene brought out. Yeah. Loren, you thought he'd been walking beside you. Uh-oh, is he missing?
Mhm.
In reality, he had been trailing behind a few steps. You turned back to see him hunched over slightly. Is he okay? Does he look paler than normal? Loren! Loren! Are you okay?
Huh.
He falls forward, body tumbling into
Mm.
yours, before slowly crumpling to the ground. He can hardly hold himself up onto his knees. His breath is short. Loren?
Sorry. Sorry. Just need a second to.
As his eyes shut, his head slumps back. You have to hold him to keep him from colliding with the ground. You clutch the amulet around your neck. It's not his body that's grown weak, it's his soul. How could you have been so careless? How could you have lost track of time? He'd been away from the apartment, from that part of his soul for
Mm.
so long. It was only a matter of time before he's been out. He's like Cinderella.
Mm.
You check for pulse, breath. Unconscious, but still there. You're not too late. With shaky hands, you lift him into your arms and carry him home. He's so light. You forget sometimes
Mm.
what he is. Maybe it makes things easier. But you can't. It's your job to remember. Forgetting only leads to danger like this. You lay him on the couch with frantic urgency. You scatter all that you can around his body, crystals, vials of silver, burning incense, anything to try to ground him. Anything to keep him from fading away. You pace, scrounge through textbooks, bite skin off the ends of your fingers. You do all of this to calm your beating heart, to no avail. But after what feels like hours, Loren wakes up. Oh my gosh, a CG!
Oh.
Hi, Loren. Look at how pretty you are. I love this CG.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his little smirk.
Aww.
He's so precious. Oh my God. God, Loren, You can hardly speak. You feel sick with fear, sick with relief.
Rue.
Your soul, Why didn't you say anything? The whole night, you were getting weaker and weaker, but...
I'm sorry. Sorry to cause so much trouble. We were having such a good time. It felt nice. Pretending I was normal. Just for a bit.
You hurry to the kitchen and return with a jug of electrolyte water. Here, drink. It'll give you energy. Afterwards, I'm running you a bath. And then we're gonna make dinner and... Loren is laughing at you. It's faint. You wonder how he even has the energy.
Huh. It's nice. Having you dote on me like this. Is that bad?
You can still feel your fingertips shaking. You don't know how to calm down yet. And here, Loren is reveling in the worried look on your face. He is enjoying this. You can't help but sigh. You can be such a handful sometimes, you know that.
Huh. But here you are. Right by my side. What did I do to get so... Huh.
You see a shudder pass through his body. Your heart sinks once more. If he fades now, if his soul passes on in this fractured state, he'll be lost forever, even to you. When Loren takes your hand, you nearly jump. This is why it's called a love like broken glass.
Yeah.
He holds you tight. His eyes don't leave yours for a second as he leads your touch to the left side of his chest. His heart is pounding fast.
Huh. It's strange, isn't it? I'm not even alive, but whenever I'm with you, it just doesn't seem to quit.
This is your proof, his beating heart. Proof that he's still here and that he isn't fading yet. For now, it's enough. Rest, Loren. Gather your strength. Don't move an inch until I'm sure you're all better. Understood? I'm just gonna get you some...
Wait.
He holds your hand in place, runs his thumb along your knuckles as if trying to memorize every curve and ridge.
Stay. Like this. Just a little longer.
Don't say stuff like that. It scares me. Loren simply looks at you like he can hardly believe you're real. You don't know what to think. You don't know what to feel. After a moment, he sits up. He reaches out to hold your cheek. He shuts his eyes, leans in closer, and he collapses in your arms. You feel for a pulse, listening for breathing. Still there. He's still there. The change in height must have tanked his blood pressure. You lay Loren back down to rest. You don't know why, but you feel like you're running out of time. The following morning, you don't see Loren by the couch. Oh, my heart. Oh my God, that was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The CG was beautiful and really emotional. But and then the moment between them, and then having like the feeling of we have finally found something, but now it's threatened. We might lose this little love that we've built.
Right?
I'm literally obsessed with the way you guys are acting out these scenes. Joe, your line reads are breaking my heart.
Oh, thank you for that compliment. No, I love these scenes because I don't get to do a lot of characters and scenes like this, and a lot of voice acting stuff that I do. Like, there's not a lot of stuff like this that's being written in the voice acting world, and so beautiful. Like, I want to get like these last couple of real like touching scenes like just like edited out of the stream just so I can post them around like social media and be like, look what I can do.
Yeah, we should get lots of clips of your the favorite moments, and then like blast them out all over. But I mean, you really are knocking it out of the park.
And just to give like more eyes and more publicity to this game, like more people need to know that this is out there.
This game is beautiful. And then also because we're doing one playthrough and there's multiple endings and stuff like that, we're going to get whatever ending we get. We're either it's going to break our hearts or maybe not. I have a feeling you're going to break our hearts, Io. I'm like getting ready for tears.
But who knows, we might have to do like another stream like in like next Saturday or a couple Saturdays from now to see what other endings we can get.
Yeah, we might have to. The tenderness in your voice is just so well suited to this character. You really are, Joe. Really, you are doing this character justice. You're really doing a good job.
Thank you.
I could cry. Okay, let's continue our story. The following morning, you don't see Loren by the couch. You don't even know why you expected him to listen. You take his notably full glass of electrolyte water and storm into the kitchen with intention. Loren? What did I say about getting up? Yeah, really, get back to bed.
Yelling at me?
Sorry. Hi, Spicy Tea. Welcome, Stunner, and thank you for your first-time chat. We see you. Sorry. But we talked about this. Your soul is...
stable now, I promise. It never takes more than a few hours for me to feel like myself again. After last night, I feel better than ever.
Nuh-uh. Nope. He wasn't going to adorable sprite his way out of this one. Also breaking the fourth wall again. Just let me double check. You shut your eyes and hold your amulet. You concentrate, trying to check the spiritual energy within the apartment with Loren. Hi there! Hi, K-pop demon hunter lover. I also love K-pop demon hunters. Maybe a little better than yesterday, but You're still not convinced he's as stable as he wants you to think. When you reopen your eyes, Loren is no longer there. Where did... You feel a pair of arms wrap around you from the back. Tresses of long brown hair falling over your shoulders. Oh! What's this for?
Nothing.
Stop being so cute. He walks back into view, happy as ever, and gestures to the bowls and pans by the kitchen hob.
I'm making eggs. If you're not too busy today, we should go out again.
Loren. Yeah, you are the first to chat on the YouTube side, for sure. You're a stunner. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Loren.
I'm fine. I know my limits. So long as I'm more careful this time,
Loren. I'm being serious. This is a bad idea. You can't be taking risks like that. The way you were last night, it's a lot more dangerous than you think.
I'm trapped here, Rue, like this. Can you blame me for wanting to feel a little less trapped for once?
You don't know what to say.
When I'm with you, it's like I don't even feel like I'm never mind.
He's right, though. This isn't much of a life, is it? Cooped up inside, waiting for it to end. Waiting for you to come home so that there can be something. Anything to distract him from the slow march of time. And it's not like you've gotten any closer to fixing his soul either.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for complaining so much. You're only trying to...
No, it's fine. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry things are like this. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with us. Have a good sleep. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't.
Rue, it's...
Can you give me a second? There's something I need to double check.
Okay, but... could we have breakfast first?
Yeah, something normal. He deserves something normal. Of course. Loren. As you suspected, it's taking a while for Loren's strength to fully recover. For the next few days, he's always getting out of breath. He's sleeping early, waking up late, phasing through objects more frequently than he used to. He hardly levitates anymore. He wants you to think he's almost better. He wants you to think he's okay, but... I'm totally gonna cry. Oh God.
Right?
I don't know how MC's gonna get through this. One day, you find him crumpled outside the front door, a bag of groceries in hand. Oh God. He'd only gone to the local store, only for a few minutes. Weeks ago, it wouldn't have been a problem. Oh God. You don't say anything. You simply take the bag from him and carry him to bed. MC Rue is going through it. Real. You lay him down, pull the sheets over his body. You surround him in pillows and include one of your plushies, a round duck wearing pajamas. That's adorable.
Aw.
You crowd him in soft and warm things, just as he did for you that day. You should put something on the kettle. Maybe crank the heating up. As you stand from the bed about to leave, Loren grabs your arm. With a swift yank, he pulls you in beside him. Holds you there weakly.
Just for a little bit. If that's okay.
You're about to break my heart, aren't you, Ayo? How dare you?
Oh.
You don't know how you could ever say no to him. That evening, you go through some of your old notes. Research about the rituals they used to do in this part of town. Soul binding, soul severing. Everywhere you look seems to lead to dead ends. There's something you're not seeing, something you're missing. There has to be. You have the makings of an idea, but you need help. A second opinion, at least. And unfortunately, you know exactly one person you can ask. You head out the next morning. Who's that one person? On your way, you consider turning back. You consider going online, asking your questions on an exorcism forum, and waiting for a reply. But this is the responsible thing to do. And it isn't for you, it's for Loren. You bite the bullet and keep walking. You knock on the door. Gently at first, then more urgently. Loud enough to annoy the other neighbors. Hopefully this knocking doesn't get the dogs going. And we're good. We won't care enough to answer otherwise. Yeah, we have to be really loud, apparently. Who is this? Footsteps. He swings the door open. Don't tell me it's going to be Mr. Mortimer. What if?
That's what I was thinking.
And from the grin on his face, yep, you can tell he hasn't changed a bit. Oh!
Oh. I just knew you'd come crawling back.
Who is this? Ayo! Wait
Right?
a second. There's two pretty boys? An X? What? I wasn't expecting this. This was not on the itch page. You can feel the energy being sucked out of you already. You hadn't spoken to, how do you say it, Quinn? You already know I had to toss another pretty boy in there. Is it Quinn? Hadn't even texted. You hadn't spoken to Quinn in years now. Hadn't even texted. I got it right. Perfect. You two went to a private training academy for exorcists some time ago. Close probably isn't the word to describe how you two were. But you knew each other better than anyone else did. For better or for worse. Is this another LI? Are there two LIs in this game? Guess who's back, this girl? And I love your hair color, it's adorable. Hi, Lytton, I haven't seen you in a hot mess. In a hot minute. Welcome, a hot mess. There's a hot mess right in front of us on the screen right now. Oh, it's only one LI. So this is the undateable hot side dish. I see what you did. Why do y'all devs always put hot characters in our face and then not let us date them? Why? But you knew each other better than anyone else did, for better or for worse. You step into the apartment wordlessly. As Quinn looks you up and down, you can practically feel him stroking his own ego. His ego. Just as insufferably as he used to do.
My. If it isn't the elusive Rue on my doorstep, staring at me with puppy dog eyes.
Don't judge. You know what? I'm not staring at anybody with puppy dog eyes. How dare you, Quinn? Don't sass me.
For your information, I am single but not searching, so if you are hoping on getting lucky tonight...
Wow! Wow, Quinn! I would rather lay down in a motorway, thanks.
Promise.
Ah! And here I was, hoping that time would mellow you out.
Aren't you glad to see you were wrong? Yet again?
Thrilled.
That's the classic Rue scowl I know. How delicious. Tell me then, beautiful, what brings you to my house of healing?
Ugh. It's kind of a long story. You do your best to explain the last few months of your life in a way that makes any sort of sense. As you come to the end of your tale, you see Quinn pulling out a pen and a notepad. Stop! Your voice for Quinn is also perfect. Your range is incredible. Yes, it is.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, same here, girl. I need to play it again. I want to go to a lads convention, hopefully, if an Infold hosts it. You know what? If you do, you have to send us photos, okay? Send us photos in the Discord. Okay? Okay? Okay?
Just a second. I'm estimating your total.
What? What do you mean by that? My what? You're charging me?
I didn't know you took me as a philanthropist. Be serious, Rue. My time is precious.
How dare you, Quinn? Can't you do me a favor for old time's sake? So's mine.
And you choose to spend it wasting mine. Which is thrilling for you, I'm sure. But I have to get something out of this too, you know.
I can't believe you. I knew I should have texted May instead.
Instead, you chose the superior exorcist. How fortunate for you.
I bet May wouldn't sass me like you are.
Such a shame. I might have been more willing to offer unconditional help had you been nicer to me.
You act like I'm not fully justified. You're the one who called me a bad exorcist almost every day back in training.
It wasn't an insult. It was an accurate assessment of the facts.
Oh my God! How dare you! What a...
You make promises to clients that you can't keep. You think you can bend the rules of the spirit world in your favor. You act before you think, and you're never well read enough on some of the techniques you try to...
All right, I get it. God, Quinn is brutal.
I'm not finished, student of the Veil. You overestimate the power of your natural abilities and confuse it for skill, neglecting practice and study in the process. That's most of it, I think.
In an instant, you're reminded of what made you stop talking to him in the first place. He thinks it's because you envy his abilities. He's too far up his own ass to see how grueling it is to spend a single second around him. Or maybe he knows and doesn't care.
Don't look so severe. You were a bad exorcist, Rue. I was only telling you as such. And seeing as you're still coming to me with one of your baseless hypotheses again, You probably still are one.
Listen, Quinn, no one asked you for your opinion on how good of an exorcist I am or not, okay? Zip it! Thanks, Quinn. I'll be sure to give my clients your number instead.
My business is doing fine, thanks.
Get his ass, Rue.
And knowing your flaws is a good thing. There's no way to grow otherwise.
Oh my god.
You seeking me out to make up for your shortcomings was the right thing to do. You understand your growing attachment to your current client is poor form, correct?
You nearly roll your eyes. This again.
Answer the question, Rue.
This was a common point of contention during your training days. Quinn always deemed it unprofessional to be friendly with clients and spirits. You always thought it was dehumanizing to treat people otherwise. Yeah, see, I treat people like the way they should be treated, okay? I treat people with dignity and respect, okay? I treat people in the way they would like to be treated. I don't see you doing that, okay? So don't sass me, all right? How can you not grow attached to other people? Because you don't care. You want good for them, to want them to be happy, to spend time with them. I can't just not care. I'm only human.
And that's the problem. You're only human, Rue. Increasing a spirit's attachment to you, to the mortal realm, only makes the exorcism more difficult for you. And more excruciating for the spirit. You understand this.
We can't date him, Milky. We can't date him. You chew the inside of your cheek.
It's not our job to care. It is to guide. It's cruel to give our clients extra people to mourn when they pass on. Though from the sounds of things, it's a little too late for the both of you.
You set your backpack down, begin rooting through its contents. Quinn is right. He's right, but that doesn't make it sting any less. You feel him approach you. The moment you look up, he grabs a hefty chunk of your cheek and squeezes it. Ow! Not enough to hurt, just enough to make you feel like a baby.
I know. You didn't come here for a lecture. How can you blame me? I haven't seen you in so long. I've got a lot of pent-up rage to unload.
Wow. Oh, so you did miss me.
But of course. Staring at that pretty face of yours was one of the only things keeping me lucid during skills sessions. One of your only redeeming qualities, really.
He said soon today. Hi, Lollipop. Welcome, Stunner. We're good. How much have you missed? I'm not sure how far we're in, but we've been in for a few hours. We're probably getting, what? Like 2/3 of the way through or something like that. I'm just guessing. But thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Yes, this is such a good game, y'all. And seriously,
Yeah.
I highly recommend picking it up. There's gonna be DLC later. There's gonna be an adult patch later. There's gonna be and then there's multiple endings and stuff, and we're going for one today. So yeah, check it out. I highly recommend. We're loving it. It's so good.
Yeah.
You allow yourself to smile just a little. Quinn is a tsundere. You could totally have a DLC with it where it's like a romance story with Quinn in the future if you wanted to, real.
Mm-hmm.
We love a good tsundere. You know, I oftentimes say I like sociopaths, sad boys, and tsunderes. And Loren is a sad boy. Actually, my favorite of all of them are the sad boys. That's like top tier, peak sad boys. So Loren gives me all the sad boy I want. I'm gonna make him cry. You had an idea for a small spin-off game where you get to romance Quinn. You need to do it. Do it!
Yeah, do it.
Or it could be a spin-off or a DLC or something, but Quinn, we need to date, we need to romance Quinn badly. Listen, look at Quinn. Quinn is a slut in the best possible way. And it's soon today.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, Quinn, and this is the closest he gets to being genuinely kind. Because he's a tsundere, okay? They're all prickly and mean on the outside, but on the inside, they're all sweet and gushy and they actually love you. You're thankful. But you know better than to tell him that.
Now, sit while I put something on the kettle.
Bark!
We have much to discuss.
But the binding vessel has to be strong enough for it to work.
Precisely. His isn't. Not in this state. Your continued presence will have only weakened it. It is a delicate balance. You understand this.
You rifle through the notes you'd taken from your discussion. You read his advice again and again, trying to make sense of it all.
In his current state, the ritual may work. It may not. With time, his soul may regain its strength again, and there may be a greater chance of success. Or there may not.
Your head hurts. God.
All of these things come with a degree of risk. You know this is the nature of our profession. That risk would have been greatly diminished had you not so selfishly inserted yourself into the spirit's life.
You hate that he may be right. You really do. What do I do? What should I do, Quinn?
Huh. Begging suits you terribly well.
Shut up. It's a single question. I'm hardly begging.
It's that helpless look in your eyes. I don't think I've been so lucky as to ever have seen it. Well, I've given you my knowledge, shared with you my skills. As with many things in life, there is no fundamental right or wrong. You do what you think is best in the moment, and you face the consequences.
That's terrifying, Quinn.
So are ghosts to many. And here you are. The boy's soul was doomed before you got there. You understand this. Do you not?
But it's not fair.
Correct. Which means it isn't fair for you to expect yourself to fix it. It wasn't fair for you to promise your client you would. But you're here now, and all you can do is your best.
You know what? Laying down some truth bombs.
Mm-hmm. Things may have turned out worse without your intervention. Things may have turned out better. Who knows? Who cares?
But what would you do? What would you do in my position?
I likely would have successfully sent his soul to the spirit realm from the very beginning. But if I were a lesser exorcist and got to the point you're currently in, I'd walk away. Simple as that. But you won't. I know this. You're too mole-headed.
I'm not a mule.
There's a brain somewhere in that dashing skull, no? You'll figure something out.
At least he thinks I'm pretty. I may be dumb, but I'm pretty. Later that week, when Loren's soul seems to have recovered, you call him into the living room for a talk. He seems nervous when you do, like he's expecting bad news. You suppose that's your own fault. Bad news is all you've given him, even on the day you met. It'll be different this time. It has to be.
You wanted me, Rue?
Oh, yes, I do want you. Loren, I have a plan. Or an idea, I guess. If you'd let me share it with you.
Does it have something to do with the mountain of notebooks on the couch right now?
Yeah, you're not slick. Sorry, I'll move those. Let's talk. As you sit beside him, you realize something. This is just like that day, the day you told him. The day he realized he was dead. The day you moved in. So much has changed since then. So much, and nothing at all. Loren, let me explain a few things. I'll admit I don't fully understand it myself, but, Loren, when your soul was fractured, part of it clung to the nearest vessel.
The apartment?
Correct. That's what's keeping part of you trapped here. But what if we could take that piece of your soul and bind it to another vessel? One just as strong as this house. What if I could bind it to me?
How would that?
It's not the same as possession. It's just attaching your soul to something on the living plane so it doesn't just go flying away. Right now, I can't figure out how to bind the pieces of your soul to one another. They're too small, too weak by themselves to stay in place. There goes the dogs. They're too small. They're too weak to stay by themselves, to stay in one place. They're together forever. That's one way to stay together forever. Mm-hmm. Are we going to be like, is he going to be like haunting my body? What's going to happen? Penny and Bo are very thrilled by the soul binding idea. Yes, they were. Then Penny is like, let me bark and go running outside. There's a doggy door. Apparently, they think that they have saved my life by barking at butterflies. But as an exorcist, the power I hold in my vessel, it might just be strong enough to... And that way, you could leave this house. Go wherever I could. We'll be together forever. I did wish to go be together forever. Oh my God. Remember?
Yeah.
With the wishes? Oh no. This is... Is that why this is happening? Is because of my wish on the boat? You wouldn't be...
Oh, yeah.
Quite like your average mortal. But you wouldn't be trapped here.
Trapped here. Trapped here.
There's a glint of hope in Loren's eyes. One you're sure he doesn't want you to see.
But what about you? that piece of my soul, it won't hurt you, will it? It won't make you weak or drag you down, or you won't become a spirit, will you?
I won't. Probably. Things things might just feel a little different for both of us. While your soul readjusts, recenters itself, I don't know. I don't know for sure. I mean, I've never done this before. But does it sound like something you would want?
What do you want, Rue?
I want you to be safe. I want you to be free. I want you to be happy. I want all of those. All three of those.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to save my game. Okay, I want all of them, but I'm going to say happy. Because you have to be safe. I feel like happiness implies the rest of them.
Happy, huh? Before I met you, I didn't want anything. I just went about each day doing just enough. Just enough to keep myself alive. Nothing more. It's funny, isn't it? That when I died, I didn't even notice anything had changed.
Loren.
But now I want more. I want more out of life. Want to see where it takes me. I want to learn to grow, to explore. And most of all, I want...
You're going to say you want me, aren't you? Loren looks at you. Through you. Like he's seeing you for the first time. Like he's worried it'll be his last.
My point is, if you're sure it won't hurt you, if you're sure you'll be okay, I want to try.
You feel relieved somehow. Like his hope is bleeding into you, settling over your skin, slowly hardening. It feels like confidence. Loren, do you trust me? He nods. He doesn't even hesitate.
Yes. After all of this, how could I not?
You feel yourself smiling. Thank you, Loren. Then let's do this. You push all the furniture to the walls. You seal all the doors and the windows. You draw a square of chalk in the center of the room and fill it to corner with the sigils Quinn taught you. Quinn called this space your cage. Dusting off your hands, you stand within, right in front of Loren. You each exchange an item. You give him your amulet, and he gives you a keychain, a small crest with his university's logo on the front and a sketch of a bird on the back. You wonder if he drew that himself. You loop the key ring on your finger and take Loren's hand. As you close your eyes and hold your breath, you search beyond the silence, beyond the darkness, to a time and place that was and wasn't. Thin and wispy, like a soul. You trail your hand higher, higher, until they come to rest on Loren's shoulders, and you press him into the earth. Then, no louder than a whisper, you speak in an ancient tongue. Quid est nomen tibi no? Quid hoc is hodie soluket. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Come to me. Raise your light, dash your fears, and come home. Light dances behind your eyes, ripples beneath your skin. You feel the fraying ends of his soul brush past you like butterfly wings, quick and slight. It's hiding. Come home to me. Raise your light, dash your fears, and come find me. You feel the ground beneath you shaking. Your muscles burn with exertion, and every breath you take is hindered by a tight heaviness pressing against your chest wall. The energy in the room shifts, a steady flow spiraling into a hurricane. An avalanche of highs and lows, color and sound. But once you feel that piece of Loren's soul flit by you again, you lunge for it. You bite your lip to stifle your voice. The pain is piercing, twisting, plucking at each of your nerves like a toothache. But you stay in place. Wait for it to settle. Wait for it to catch. A wave of cold climbs from your feet all the way to the tips of your ears. And once the feeling stills, once you're sure everything had found its place, you let go. You hold the wall to keep from falling to your knees. One of the wooden planks beneath you snaps. Over the ringing in your ears, you hear one of the windows fracturing, splintering. But it's over. It's done. Loren? He's clutching his chest. You wonder if he feels the same pain you did.
Rue? Are you?
I'll be fine. What about you? He takes a moment, catches his breath, tries to take in his surroundings. Once you regain your footing, you walk closer to him, gently stroke his hair, just so he knows that you're there, that he's here.
My body, my whole body feels tingly. Like I've just had 5 coffees.
You find the strength to laugh. That's a good sign. Probably. Does that mean Did I do it? Did it actually work? Loren stares at you for a moment. Then, with an inexplicable burst of energy, he grabs your hand.
Why don't we test it?
Okay. You run. You run so fast, you feel wind rushing against your skin, so hard you can hear your footsteps slapping against the pavement, echoing down the streets. Loren's hand doesn't leave yours for a second, and between bated breaths, he's laughing. Weightlessly, like he's finally given himself permission to. Somehow, he seems to have more stamina than you. As you keep running, you find that he's dragging you forward, far past your neighborhood, all the way to the park you performed his soul-strengthening rituals in. The sun has begun to set. The park is empty, save a few squirrels and magpies. Fallen leaves and bramble litter the walkways. You're exhausted, exhilarated, and under the thin veil of moonlight, together you collapse onto the grass. Whoa. You feel your heart rattling in your chest. The weight of gravity against you is almost enough to put you to sleep. I know, there he is. Hi, Loren. It's soothing. Sharing this moment with him. Looks like someone's still full of energy.
Huh. It's so strange. Even out here, it's like I've never had this much energy in my life. Is that how it's meant to feel? Being
Alive? Maybe. I think your soul's just a little giddy at the moment. My friend said this might happen.
Huh. It must like you.
Your soul. That's sweet. I think it's mostly just excited, being attached to something whole again.
Huh.
You see a shudder pass through him.
My body feels so... Everything feels so intense.
Cue box cat.
It's like I can feel you too. Your heart beating, the blood pulsing through your veins, the breeze on your skin. Can you feel me too?
This is like the most intimate that you could possibly be, where somebody is like connected to you to where you could literally feel each other just like existing.
Yeah.
Is it time, box cat? It might be time for science, you know? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, exactly. We're literally inside the other person. You don't feel much. Nothing but a fluttery feeling in your chest, like a piece of silk flapping against your ribs. The piece of his soul is much smaller than your own. It makes sense. With a smile, Loren takes your hand, locking his fingers with yours.
How about now?
You feel a hum where your skin meets, energy faintly rippling between where you were connected. It's amazing.
Isn't it just? You're incredible, Rue.
You look at the place you're connected, the way Loren's hand so easily fits against yours. I wonder, Loren, can you hear my thoughts?
Of course not, silly. But I can almost get a sense of... Can I take a guess?
Go for it.
You're probably thinking something along the lines of... Loren looks so handsome like this, sprawled on the ground. Panting with exertion. Don't tell me I was actually right.
So if we are spiritually inside each other, if we physically connected, would that double the intensity? That's what I'm wondering, Boxcat.
Yeah.
Well, you're certainly not wrong. Or there's a little more to it than that. Oh no! The NSFW DLC scene that IO is writing seems to confirm this fact. Oh my! I'm gonna say, well, you're certainly not wrong.
You don't look so bad yourself, you know. I can hardly take my eyes off of you.
You look away. You can't help it. Thanks. God, I still can't believe it. It worked. Did I actually do it? Do you feel normal?
Warm. I feel really, really warm.
We did just run like half a mile.
That is true.
Loren tightens his grip on your hand, encases it in his warmth. One unlike any you felt before. Warmth that came from you. You did something good, you think? Finally, something good. Act 1.
Aww.
Complete.
What a great way to end that act.
I'm saving the game. We're gonna start up right there next time.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was so fun.
What a story! Wow,
Right?
Io, you outdid yourself. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My heart. My heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Loren.
Mm-hmm.
Loren is charming and just like so. I feel like Loren has some qualities that's relatable, you know?
Oh yeah. Totally.
Like one of the things like the lack of self-confidence in some of the scenes.
Yeah.
And then when talking about his background, his life and stuff before, there's like that, you know, a little bit of that kind of not being confident about things, or also the fear of what happens if my soul passes on. Is it going to be lonely? I think that all of that is really relatable. It's like going into the human condition.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. You're so honored. Io says, I'm genuinely so honored. Joe, thank you for pouring so much love into Loren. Rue, thank you for your amazing narration and thoughtful commentary.
Oh, you're welcome. This was such an honor. I'm honored.
I'm honored too. Thank you for letting us play your game and the whole thing. Really. And then thank you for being here too.
Yes, this was such a treat to be able to do this for you.
Yeah, I really hope that this, you know, I hope you've all enjoyed it. I hope that y'all are loving this story just as much as we are. I mean, we're in love with this story. It's so beautiful.
It is.
There was no way that you guys were gonna stream this game without me being here to yell in the chat.
Aww.
Yes. All right, y'all. So let's do this again. Let's do Act 2.